It stopped spinning.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Ain't that soundtrack sweet?
It is so nice, honestly.
Funny story about that, and we're probably going to bring it up later on in this podcast because there's like copyright DMCA issues, but we'll get to that.
We'll get to it.
The last podcast, I recorded, posted it, made sure everything was legit, and guess what? Still got copyright claims, so I had to change the music up, but it got released.
Oh,
because I bought it. And it's fair use. And whoop-de-woo was like, all right, look, you pay for this, that, and the third. I still got copyright claimed. And I was like, nah. But it got released because no one had answered my appeal in 30 days.
Wow. So. That's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. So shout out to my brother, Killer Keys. Look him up, Facebook, Instagram. He makes beats. That was his beat. So,
and they still copyright. You're like, I literally know the person who made this. And
no. That's why I changed it. Last week's was a little bit different, but I changed. I was like, hey, bro, I need some beats.
Gotcha. Dope. Oh, we got custom music. Let's fucking go.
All right.
Yeah. So,
all right.
If you need custom music, hit up Killer Keys. AKA the not so savage Pop-Tart. It's my twin brother.
The not so savage, the less savage.
He kind of savage, but he ain't that savage. How y'all doing? How's everybody doing today?
Yeah. How's everyone doing? How's your guys' Tuesday? Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year.
How was your holidays?
Who wants to go first on that one?
Quiet.
It was too short.
I mean, I didn't have to see my brother-in-law for Christmas Eve, so I was real happy about that. So my holidays were great, fam. I don't know about y'all, but I had a great Christmas.
Damn.
Listen, if only y'all knew. That's a whole other podcast, my friend. That's a whole other podcast.
That's a whole episode in itself, she said.
That literally is.
Duly noted. Mine was pretty bad.
Bad.
Pop-Tart has been fighting the virus. But on a positive note, like all through Christmas, New Year's, I didn't do anything, couldn't do anything, could barely stream. I streamed that one time, and that was a mistake. My body was like, negative, sir. I felt so bad. But in other news, good news, I told you guys, but everybody out there, I have gotten a clean bill of health. Pop-Tart is COVID-free as of today.
Free.
Yay.
Yay.
I just want everybody to know, this is like, I'm not a scientist or anything. I'm not trying to know how you live your life, but this new variant is fucking nuts. I literally wear a mask, wash my hands, everything. Still got the shit.
Yeah, I'm really not sure. Like it's going through I don't know. It's rough.
Wild. It is. I literally today alone, I've had 2 clients cancel because they're both positive.
Wow.
Separate clients, completely different. Like they don't know each other. Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. Dope.
That is pretty nutty.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Sucks for you, but it'd be worse if they came in and gave it to you.
You know what? I'm glad. Like, thank you guys for staying home. Like,
yeah, for real.
My wallet says no, but my health says yes. So
yeah,
we're good.
My wallet's telling me no,
but my body.
I made an R. Kelly reference. Ew.
No. Okay.
The audacity.
Well, what do we talk about today, Mariah?
We're talking about Twitch. All things Twitch. The good, the real bad, and the real ugly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I say we start with the good, because I feel like a lot of people talk shit about Twitch, and there is a lot of things to talk shit about, but there is a lot of good things about Twitch. So I say we start off by talking about, let's see, let me pull up these questions here. Let's start with what our motivation to start streaming was. I'm not going first.
Pops is top left.
Yeah. So. We're gonna go down the line.
We started that way last time.
Yeah. Pops, you're first.
Before I even answer, if you have not seen the new episode of Attack on Titan, stop playing yourself and do it after the podcast.
I was going to say, but wait, hold on. Don't watch it after the podcast.
After the podcast. Anyway, a good motivation for me to start streaming and using Twitch is also the same ass that's in the chat right now. This man, Odin Sun 171, served in the army with him. He was our combat medic. So, the guy that's going to pick you up if you get shot. I seen what he was doing. He was streaming, playing his video games, having a good time. And then I was hesitant. I'm like, I can't do that shit. And then COVID hit. And I was like, look, and I suffer from PTSD. So I'm already not really outgoing. So I was like, let me try something that'll force me to talk and have conversations and communicate with people. So I started streaming, met all of you awesome human beings, 50, lazy, and most people in your communities know me. I know them. So, it's a win-win for me, especially just to be able to network and have new people to talk to, hang out with, shoot the shit,
Oh, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So my turn?
Yeah.
Or you got more to add? I don't know. I don't want to come and be like, okay, I'm going to talk about me now. Like, forget about you. I just wanted to make sure, okay? So I would probably say my motivation to start streaming came from, I would say, my mental health as well. I suffer from anxiety and depression, like really bad anxiety, like really bad. And I don't know, I went through a lot, like, for a couple years, and my escape was going to Twitch streamers channels and being able to vibe with the community and hang out. And I've met so many amazing people from that. And so I wanted to be that like little safe haven, safe space for people as well, if I could, even if it was one person. If I had one person who was like, oh my God, Mariah, like, this is where I belong, this is my safe space, then my job was done. And so I really wanted to just like branch out and also get over the fear of like, I guess, like talking to people and like having to give a speech, I guess, kind of like this, because I was never good at it. So it was really important, like, for me. And now my biggest motivation is just like creating like even a bigger safe space for everyone who, like, especially like, LGBTQ, women in gaming, like everyone, like every person. I just want them to feel safe and know that like you can come to my channel and we can just vibe and hang out, and that we're gonna take over. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We're gonna get rid of the toxic negativity, and we're gonna vibe. We're gonna hang out.
Hell yeah.
Vibes.
Yeah. Good vibes. But yeah, that's me.
That's you.
That's me.
I mean, I honestly don't know what brought me to Twitch. I just like playing games, and I started thinking, well, why not just stream them while I'm playing them? It doesn't hurt. I also suffer from PTSD. There's some games, and hey, what's going on, D? That's my cousin. I ain't seen him in a minute.
Nice.
But it does help. Even if you're just playing the games, if you're having a down day, don't force yourself to be uncomfortable. We don't stream if we're not feeling good. We don't stream. We play our games, do what we do, and make ourselves comfortable. But as far as I don't know. My brain's still frozen from today. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still trying to thaw out.
Poor guy.
Understandable.
It was negative 35 wind chills, in case everybody's wondering.
Ooh.
Negative 35 wind chills. That's Fahrenheit. But
No one
I'm
told
over
you to
here-
live in Antarctica, bro.
I'm over
no
here
one
in my
did.
cozy sweater. I'm like, ooh, it's like 45 or 50. I'm so cold.
I'm perfect weather. Nope. I was about to just say no. I'm gonna not do the podcast and stay in the shower all night. Just
Oh my!
warm
You're
water.
run out of hot water, my guy.
No, it keeps going.
At one point, I don't think it would.
It lasts a while. Got that
Yeah.
fancy heat pump and electric water heater
Oof!
mixture.
Dang.
All right, Sammy.
Miss Sam.
All right. For me, it's kind of the same as Professor. I played video games often, and it was kind of my outlet. I was going through a really hard time at the time, and then COVID kind of hit, so I didn't really have any other outlet that I could go anywhere or do very much of anything. And Biff, my husband, a lot of you know him, he was like, you should just do it. And I was like, no. And I thought of every excuse in the book why not to. So then he Amazoned me a PS camera, and he's like, you don't have any excuses. That thing sat in the box for a year. And I was like, no, it's not for me. Like, that's odd. That's a weird thing to do. And then I was like, one day I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. And I found some great communities, and it just turned my days around when I definitely needed them to. And it was the outlet that I needed at the time. And it's just, even now, if I'm having a bad day and I'm streaming, it's like I feel like it's like my little piece of home. So yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Pop-Tart.
I don't know
What are you
doing.
showcasing there, Pop-Tart?
My Christmas present to myself.
Yes. I did see. I think you tweeted it, right?
I definitely
Or
did.
something. Yeah.
Jen.
Jen.
Okay. So I think I brought this up last podcast briefly, but I found Twitch. My brother introduced me to it, and I was a viewer from 2015 through to summer 2017 when I started to stream. And it wasn't until I got to a more stable internet, because out west it was terrible internet. Like, not even one upload, which is awful. You need at least 5
That's
to
rough.
be able to stream. Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
But yeah, I was lucky enough to already be in a whole bunch of communities. I had gone to TwitchCon the previous fall, so I met a lot of amazing people, and they followed me even though I didn't stream. And yeah, so we I just got onto the gaming grind. I played a lot of PUBG when I first started off, a lot of GTA 5. And basically it's always been enjoying games with friends. That has been what has kept me going, just like Mariah and Sammy, having issues with anxiety and depression. Twitch was definitely a safe space and continues to be.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yes. We love to hear it.
Yeah.
I'm glad we all found it.
I know, and found each
Absolutely.
other.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
finding each other was probably like that kind of just leads me into like some good of Twitch is I have met some of the most incredible people
Mhm.
out of Twitch. Like I've met you guys, I've met like my community, so many people from your guys' community. Like we have met like some pretty great people.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
And I know we touched on it last. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
Like I said, I know we touched on it last podcast, but like, what are the odds, right?
Literally,
Like
what are the odds?
5 random strangers meet
Mhm.
up, hang out, and then like let's keep it a buck. Like just it's the web of how we all met was kind of weird and convoluted. It's not weird, but it's just really convoluted. Like
Mhm.
so Mariah, you were contacted by Jen.
I was in Jen's chat the day she was streaming, the day of the podcast that originally I obviously wasn't in. She had talked about it. She gets off stream, messages me, "Hey, we need another female for this podcast. Do you want to like be a part of it?" And I was like, "Oh hell yeah! Like I want to talk about women in gaming, absolutely."
Yes.
And then, but I met Jen through my friend Bennett, who I was watching. I've known him forever streaming off of his Discord because he had like a live channel. And I was like, oh, like she seems fun. So I went to her channel and was like instantly greeted by like her amazing community. I was like, oh, I love it here. So I met Jen through him. So then I met you guys at that podcast. And then, yeah, we all just kind of.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy. And yeah, community, you heard that right. You're awesome. And thank you for the nice welcome back, by the way.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Jen's community is freaking amazing. I love them.
Rad humans.
Then Professor knew Miss Sammy, in which we the day she made affiliate, we made sure to snatch up all those firsts. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And me and Professor met through our previous podcast, and we've just been rocking ever since. Like Professor done been to my house. You know what I mean? That came and visited. You know, which is we turned up. You know what I mean? You already know we had to turn up, but like that goes to show you how a friendship from Twitch can turn into a real life friendship. Like
I'm moving in with Sammy at some point.
Yeah.
She's adopting me.
Yeah.
Her child.
I think everyone just wants to come to Canada, honestly.
It's true.
Literally.
I'm not gonna lie, I'll pass on that.
And Mariah's gonna make me soup. It's gonna be
I'm gonna make her soup. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
I would like to visit Canada. But it's too cold up there, bro. Like, nah. You see this black skin?
Today.
You know how ashy I would be in the winter?
Oh.
No, thank you.
My God.
I couldn't leave the house without cocoa butter. I'd be like, nah, like, yo, you trying to go somewhere? I'm like, can I fit this half gallon of cocoa butter in my pocket?
If not, you're like,
no.
I'm coming. We would just get you little Ziploc baggies, and you can like cut the bottom and like pipe it like a cake.
Oh,
you know?
In case people don't know, too,
Nice.
me and Professor basically lived in Canada at one point in our lives. We were stationed at Fort Drum, New York.
Professor basically does right now.
Yeah, that's a
wrong.
hop, skip, and a jump away
30
from me.
minutes
It's
from the
not that far.
Canadian border. Like, can we just drive over there?
Canadians in here, basically.
Just,
I'm pretty much the same distance away from the Canadian border now as I was then.
Jesus.
Yeah. Wow.
And
no
I'm more
wonder it's
north,
so cold.
actually.
Yeah, no wonder it's so cold.
Mhm.
Oh.
Damn,
Yeah, today we're talking about everything Twitch, and that's a little synopsis about us and how we became as my friend calls it, Twitchers, but it's Twitch streamers, in case you're wondering what the proper lingo was.
Twitchers.
Twitchers, yeah.
I'd call it savagely delightful content creators. You know what I'm saying?
Branding. Hey.
Yeah. Speaking of branding, I'm just kidding. That I feel like is one of the hardest things for me is I've got nothing as far as branding. I'm like, I don't know how like I feel like I know myself, but I don't know myself. Whenever I think of poops, I'm not even gonna say it. But yeah, I feel like that's been like a big struggle, like for me, Twitch wise, is like I feel like most Twitch streamers, like I see so many people and they have like, you know, their branding or their like Jen, like you have the bees, like that's like your thing, and I'm like mine is like a clusterfuck of like different things, I guess, and I'm like maybe that is me, maybe that's just who I am. It's just a clusterfuck of
I just
different
do what I
ideas.
feel at the time, so I feel like it always changes.
Yeah.
Well, whatever you feel represents you is what you're putting out there into the world. So as long as you're putting something out there, it's going to be received well because of your awesome personality, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, Dolphin
So-
is right. The Baby Yoda is kind of, I guess, my thing as well.
Yes.
But yeah, what other, I guess, like struggles that have you guys gone through, like with Twitch and streaming? Like, what is your guys' biggest struggle? Oh, go ahead, Pop Tart.
Twitch is just like any other social media platform out there. And I say that to say this: it gives cowards a platform to pop that shit without fear of being punched in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's my big thing is like, I'm really big on respect. I
Mhm.
know how to take a joke, but like you know, and not so much me, right? Like I moderate for some people, or I'm just in chat sometimes, and I'll see some of the most despicable things being said, and I'm just like, you know, this person's still a human, right? You know, this person still has feelings, correct? You know that you're part of the reason why half the women on Twitch don't have a camera, like, you know what I mean, or refute, like,
Don't mind
it's
me.
just it's just a lot of fugays going around, and it's really because there's no repercussion of getting smacked in the lips, and that's like, you know, that's where I mean that's where Pop Tart come from. You pop shit, you better be ready to get it going. You better be ready to get it shaking. But besides that, you know, I also think a lot of stereotypes come with streaming. A lot like, oh, you're lazy, you don't want to get a job. Like, well, I work a full-time job and I do this. Like, I'm not, and you know, I don't ask no. If you want to sub, cool. I'm not asking for it. You know what I'm saying? I work a full-time job, so you'll get people like, well, you know, without people like us, you wouldn't be able to make a living. Like, bitch, please. Like, nah, that's not the case. Nor even if that was the case for certain streamers, why even? What's the point of even putting that out there? It's like you got little peen energy. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's crazy.
Stinky
Teeny
peens.
weeny, teeny weeny.
Come on, Slim. DC, baby.
I
We don't
think
play that shit.
It's so weird to me when people like try to throw like monetary value like in your face, like, oh well, I sub to you, so like I'm gonna do this, like I subbed, like I gave you money, and it's like I didn't ask you to give me money, like you did that, like you should do that like because you want to support, not to like get something out of it, not to be like, well, I subbed, so I need this or that, or this, like whatever. I'm like, ooh, stop.
Yeah,
I didn't ask
that's definitely a big issue is like I feel some kind of like responsibility to do something more if that does happen, but that's just on myself. And that's how my mind works, is something for something, you know what I mean? But what Mariah said is true. Like you can't put you can't expect anything from a streamer for giving them money. Like it's like it says in their bios that it's just, you know, supporting the streamer for supporting the streamer, and that's it.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's just yeah. I feel like for me, probably one of the like biggest struggles was not comparing myself to other people. Because it's hard. Like, obviously, everyone wants to be like a successful streamer, right? Like, we're all like, yeah, like we want to see numbers, like obviously, like of course. So it was really hard for me to not be like, oh man, like that person like has a lot of like consistent viewers, or like they get this, or their camera looks like this, or their mic sounds like this, or like whatever. It was really hard for me to not compare and be like, well, I'm never going to be as good as that. Like, I'm never going to have the quality as that. I'm never going to like be like this. And now I look back at my past streams and I'm like, oh, like I looked like that. Like, y'all let me stream like that? Like, who let me? Like, who told me that was okay? But it's all part of the growth. It's all part of like growing and learning and like upgrading. Like, no one's gonna start off with this like top tier, amazing, high quality stream environment. You're gonna grow and you're gonna learn. And I have learned so much in the past year over like, I mean, just different things like my PC and cams and mics and how to network and how to do this and where should I be uploading and what time should I be uploading and all this stuff. It's just a whole learning experience. But I think that that's probably like one of the hardest things I had to learn, like with Twitch.
Yeah,
Definitely.
It's yeah.
You never know who has what in the background, who's funding what, who's, you know, like my biggest, like, and you just touched on I watch some of my beginning streams and I'm like, fuck, like, you know how much money I've put into trying to create a decent streaming experience for people who actually take the time out and watch.
Yeah.
Not everybody's fortunate enough to do that, or not everybody has the same avenues of acquiring said, equipment. Like, there's still things I want to do. So you saying you can't compare yourself to others, like, that is an absolute fact, because you don't know what they got going on, what they had to, what part of their soul they had to sell to get where they're going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then what a lot of people don't realize, I saw a tweet from like 2020 from Elon Musk, and he's crazy, right? Everybody's like, oh, that dude's nuts. And he said something that was so slick that I was like, that is fire. And I think he said, this is just all off memory. He says, I work 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, and people still say that I'm lucky. And I was like, yo, shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't compare yourself. You can only do what you can do. And hopefully you can cultivate a community that respects that and helps. You know what I mean? Especially like when people are like, oh, I'm sub, this, that, and the third. Like, you don't understand. Every sub, follow, donation helps. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really helps. So if you want your streamer, the person you like watching, I'm not saying come out of the pocket, but just support them, whether it be watch, let somebody else know, just do that. But
yeah, and I think that's like a lot of people have the idea of like, oh, well, I can't support you because I can't afford to sub or I can't afford to donate money. And it's like, you can support streamers.
There's
like
so many ways.
There's so many ways you can
posting,
retweet their tweets on their lives, or like post them on your Instagram stories, or just lurking. I have so many lurkers, and I freaking love you guys. Like, you guys, I feel like lurkers are such a big backbone.
Bless up for the lurkers.
Lurkers do not get enough credit. Like, if you are
No.
lurking, just know that I love you. Okay, like I don't see you, but like I see you. You know what I mean? Like,
I never look at my viewer list, so I never know who it is. But
I never know who it is, but like, I love you.
Yeah.
But there's so many different ways to support like your favorite streamer or people that you just want to see like grow. There's so many different ways. You don't have to give them your money.
Yeah.
Like
what Mel said, also come and chat. That's free too. Exactly.
Just come in here and act a fool with me. If you join a Savage Pop-Tart stream, you're gonna hear some wild shit. I want to hear some wild shit from y'all, so we can have a wild ass time. Like, I want to have a good time. Like,
motivates me.
I'm not here to dig in your pockets. I'm not here to bother you. Don't talk crazy to me. You won't get banned. But we can talk. We can keep it simple. Or we can get into some gangster shit. You know what I mean? I love
vibe. Yeah, I just want to vibe. Like, tell me about your day. Let's say some dumb jokes. Like, tell me how bad I am playing this game right now. Troll me. I don't care.
No, don't do that, because 9 times out of 10, I'm probably better than most of the people talking shit.
Okay, well,
stop. I'm on your ass.
For me personally, I'm bad. Okay, I'm bad.
I see you slay a couple people in COD.
See, look, that's not what I wanted. Even Jolin said I'm bad at this game. See, I can't even.
Apparently, you're bad at this.
See, I'm bad.
Point has been proven.
And see,
that mouse click ain't shit.
Damn, that's why I can't tap heads in Valo.
You play on mouse and keyboard too?
Hell yeah, I play on mouse and keyboard.
Who plays on controller on PC? Banned.
Sammy.
Sammy.
Couldn't be me.
Call her out right
Man.
now.
I'll swing myself out.
Hey, Mariah, this is for you. Lower your DPI.
It is lowered. Ah.
My shit lags sometimes. Like yesterday, my mouse was lagging all over the place.
Now, I know Mariah got some questions from her community
Mhm.
for this specific topic.
Yes. So we went through the biggest struggle, unless anyone else has anyone that they want to add to that.
Well, we're open from any of our chats if anybody wants
Also,
to,
Mhm.
anything,
I-
any question about Twitch.
I also have, what equipment do we use for streaming?
Oh.
Go ahead, Pop Tart. Pop off. I knew it. I was like, he's gonna show it. He's gonna show it.
Wow, pretty colors.
I have nicknamed that computer Rainbow Puke.
Rainbow puke.
I like the rolling
Rainbow.
R of that. That's very nice.
Rainbow.
Rainbow.
Yes.
So when I first started streaming, I had a 2060.
Mhm.
I had a Ryzen 7 3600. Oh, look at this, man. Did you get a computer with all those lights? Stop it. Don't do that. And I was streaming from one computer. Now, through friends and things of that nature, I had a buddy that was doing contract work and he deployed and he was selling his computer. So I have a separate PC for streaming, but this current PC is a 3080, a Ryzen 9 5900, MSI X570 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi, and 32 gigs of 3200 megahertz RAM. Two monitors, two separate monitors, a monitor for my streaming PC, and a Rode Pod mic, and a Pile mixer. So, we out here I'm trying to look. If somebody stops by and shows the Savage Pop Tart a second of attention of their day, because you can go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Look, you go. Hey, I'm gonna try to make it look nice at least. Shit. Like, God damn.
Yeah, this is like my first like PC. I had a gaming laptop, but I didn't stream on it. And I know, I don't remember like all my specs because I am bad at that. I know I should know them, but I don't. But I do know I have a 3080. And I use right now I have the what is this fucking Razer Siren X mic, but I'm getting a new one.
Ooh.
Yes. And then dude, these headphones, I swear by them. Sammy has the same ones, so I feel like you can vouch.
Yes.
The HyperX, like these things are so comfy. Like if you're looking for new headphones, these bad boys right here. They're so fire. They're so freaking comfortable. I love them. They don't hurt my head, and that's big for me.
They're good for small-headed people.
Yeah.
Yay, small heads unite.
Yes.
Oh, no, I
My
can't
man said I got a whole club in this joint. I'm dead.
But yeah, that's besides like all the lights and whatever that I use for streaming and stuff, that's pretty much my and I have the 922 camera, Logitech, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
bad
too
with
broke to buy a
specs.
mirrorless. Like I wanted one, but I was like, nah.
I mean, the cameras that we got, the Ryzen cameras that we got, or Razer cameras that we got, are pretty dope too.
Yeah.
They're pretty penny as well.
What's
Hey,
your
look, streaming
setup,
ain't
Prof?
cheap, y'all. It ain't
And,
cheap.
and you got two of them bitches. Fuck.
Professor, what do you got? Your turn.
Yeah.
I lucked out when I first decided I was going to start PC gaming / streaming. I bought a pre-built for a penny, and hey, I lucked out because I could sell my graphics card and buy a whole nother pre-built now, but I got a RTX 2070 Super. I got a 3700X. Ryzen 7 3700X. I got the Razer camera. I'm running an LG mouse just because it's super light. Because I love it. I got small hands, so it fits better. And then I don't know what I got this man out here.
Are you shaming him for his size
I
of his
wasn't even
hands?
laughing until I seen
Canceled.
Pop-Tarts.
I wasn't
man.
either. And
Oh
I'm
my
looking around
God.
Pop-Tart, and he's like,
Pop got this big ass fucking mouse that's the size of his whole computer desk.
Oh my
I
goodness.
tried gaming on that damn thing. I couldn't do it. Shit. I was lost.
man,
goodness.
Jesus, I cannot.
He got baby hands.
That brings that. I feel like that triggers something in me because when I was in like high school and middle school, people would like literally troll me for having such tiny little hands, and they'd be like, "You're like that commercial where like I don't know if you guys have seen it with like the big like burger, but the hands are like super super tiny when it's like trying to eat it."
No.
No? Okay. Well, they'd be like, "That's you. You're in that commercial." I'd be like, "Shut up. I know I have small hands. Okay, leave me alone."
Aw.
I'm sorry, Professor. I didn't mean
he can't even fucking handle himself.
Ah.
I almost shed a tear right there. I ain't gonna lie. I was laughing that hard. I said, "Oh, I gotta stop." Oh,
You're
Weren't you
definitely
saying
smart to
just,
get a pre-built prof. Definitely.
Mhm.
I mean, absolutely. Especially now, like it's if you're looking to get into computer gaming, even now it's cheaper to buy a pre-built.
Mhm.
and people called me stupid. Like I said, when I bought a 3080 Scout when they first came out for $850. And people were like, "Oh, I can't believe you paid scalper prices." Good luck finding a 3080 for $850, Holmes.
Yeah.
You're not even gonna find a 2070 Super for 800.
I think mine was like at least I don't remember. I think it was like 1,000 or something like that, maybe.
He said,
Somewhere
he can't even find a 1080. What?
Damn! You know you're
Rough out
down
here.
bad. Yeah.
It's
Sheesh.
real out
There's
here.
there's all these pre-built sites that you can for like $2,000 you'll get one with a 3080 in it, and people are doing that and just scalping it,
Yeah, I
parting
mean
everything else out, and they're getting their money back.
it's kind of smart to be honest.
What you running, Miss Sammy?
I also have a pre-build. I can't tell you what's in it. But she's cute.
Which is cute. Me and Sammy are literally the same. I'm like, yeah, I want a pink mic. I want a pink keyboard. I want a pink this.
Yep.
Like, who cares if it works properly? It's cute. I like it.
I don't care what's in it. She
Yeah.
glows and she's pink. I also have a C922 webcam at the moment. I have been trying to dip my hands into getting my Canon to work, but that has been a whole mess. We wouldn't be streamers without streamer problems, you know?
Mhm.
I said it in your chat the other day. If shit ain't breaking while you streaming, are you even
Are
streaming?
you even streaming?
I'm determined to figure it out, but that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, and my mic is just, it's a whole kit that I got off Amazon. I think it's called Mayano, and she's pretty good. I like her. She's nice. Same as the headset as Mariah. I think it's the HyperX Cloud. I think that's what it's called, but they are
Our
so
headset?
comfy.
Yeah,
Mhm,
HyperX. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think it's the Stinger. I'm pretty sure it's the Cloud, and they are super comfy. They are also wireless, which is a bonus because I get tangled quite easy. I move around a lot, so can't be having wires attached to me. But yeah,
Yeah. I mean, mine's connected right now because I forgot to charge them.
mine's dying also, speaking of which.
You're welcome. I reminded you.
That's why I keep a whole second pair of headsets. Also, hashtag the Rig LX800s fire.
They
And I
are
did-
comfy, but they made for people with big heads.
I got a little head.
I got a little head. I got a little head and little ears.
And it's not even like it's like short. Like these are just like
The audio
perfect.
quality on those
Yes.
are good though.
Honestly,
I'm
Biff
not
has
gonna
Steel
lie.
Series, and they are so big on my head. I'm just like, I cannot. The sound is good, but he has a big head. So, I mean, these are perfect for me. This is my little head.
P head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like my LG. That's what I got. LG for everything.
Oh,
I'm
gonna
need
be
a new
honest.
keyboard.
I do think my HyperX could be a little itty bitty better with like I want to hear footsteps in Call of Duty. That's the one thing that I would say. But other than that, they're amazing. And that could just be my settings because I'm not good with that stuff. But that's a whole other thing.
Sound quality, yeah. Pop's headset sound quality is phenomenal, though.
What are those?
The Rig 800 LXs, it comes with a Dolby access, so you get the
Oh.
Dolby digital things. And playing Rainbow Six Siege with these things is a breeze. I can hear you. I can hear your character sneeze.
Oh my
You know what I mean?
gosh! Yes.
And they're comfy, too. Like, the cushions on them they're like clouds.
Clouds. That's how these
That is
are.
ours. Ours are like clouds. They're very comfy.
I
It's like
get
I'm not even wearing a headset. Sometimes I forget and I knock them around.
no one saw that. No one saw that pop tart. No one saw that. But like because I wear glasses, like if headphones like are too tight, like right here, I get a headache
Yes.
right there.
Me too.
So these are like perfect for it.
Actually, that's a good example. I have a pair of Bose that I wear, and they do that. They are so uncomfy, and they actually hurt my head.
Yep.
Gotta
Yep.
go with that HyperX.
But I will literally
Yeah, I
put me
got
in my
two,
grave
too.
with these headphones. Hey, let's go.
What are you-
Oh hell yeah! Double.
That's
double
That's how
Yes,
you
a
hear.
look. That's yes,
That's a good look.
yes, it is.
Oh, there. That's better. No
You
wonder
got
you
this-
can. No
you
wonder
got
you
this-
can hear him sneeze. You got your fucking nose into them.
What you got in that spaceship over there, Jen?
I was lucky enough to do a rebuild last Boxing Day of 2020. And 2020. And I got a new motherboard, a new oh my gosh. It was a whole lot of stuff because things weren't compatible with the old motherboard. But I was able to get all that stuff. The only thing that I really need now is a new GPU. And I've stood in line 3 times last year to try and get a freaking 2060 Ti, or sorry, 3060 Ti that I wanted. But every time it would sell out. And I stood in line for several hours each time too. So that was rough. But I'm rocking a 970 right now. That's right. Yeah. Be jealous. Mm-hmm.
Hey, it works.
I think
It
my
works.
buddy's
It
rocking-
works.
It
You know,
works.
it
Job
works.
done.
I'm not mad about that. I'm just mad about the fact that I stood in line and didn't actually attain anything from it. Anyways, my audio setup has changed a lot. I started with a headset mic back in the day. And then I now have an Audio Technica microphone with the boom arm and everything. And I have a Corsair Virtuoso headset that's wireless, and I have a Logitech Pro wireless mouse, which is amazing. I thought, oh, wireless mice, they're not going to be as accurate or fast or what have you, but you know what, I'm
Best
impressed.
mouse out there.
I'm
I love it.
impressed, and it's lightweight too, and my hands are tiny, so
Tiny
I had a-
hands. Woo!
yeah, I had a Razer Death Adder Elite before this, and it was too big. It was too big, chat.
Oh man.
Too big.
I
but
just have a. Oh yeah, I have the Death Adder Elite.
nice. Yeah, I had that one, but even on this Logitech, like my fingers aren't on the place that you're supposed to like click to shoot
Yeah.
heads. But you know,
Yeah, I probably should look for a little smaller one.
I've got the
'cause
Pro, and then I've got the 305 for my backup.
nice. You are really loyal to Logitech, eh?
Yeah.
Logitech. This is the only Logitech thing I have is the mouse. I have a Corsair keyboard and a Corsair headset. So
I have a Corsair mouse,
yeah.
and
Nice.
I do like it. But I don't play mouse and keys, so I can't say how it is for
Ah.
that.
My third backup is a Corsair.
So
But I
this
do like it.
Yeah, this is pretty funny. You know how you talk about Steel Series, and I just saw that comment pop up from Odison. I won at a Twitch Toronto meetup like 3 years ago. I won a Steel Series headset,
Oh, cool.
and because I won it, the right speaker died after 3 months. I couldn't return it or anything, so I had to just revert back to my old one.
Oh,
Yeah, Hillary was there for it. when I won. I was so shocked. It was awesome though.
Dang.
Yeah, but Steel Series can
When you don't
eat
pay for something.
a big, donger, as I like to say. Anyways.
That's fair.
There was a good. Oh,
It was up here. Was it Greg's? This one?
Yes.
well, he's been
Yeah.
popping off some really good ones. I think
Hell
we
yeah.
answered the one where we said where'd we all meet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I told him that it's in the beginning of that one, beginning of the podcast.
But
Yeah,
he's been popping off with the
he
questions.
popping up. Greg popping off with some
Respect
questions.
We
here.
love us some questions.
Yeah, but yeah, we can talk about what everyone's goal in streaming is.
Mhm.
Let's go.
The end game for me. I mean, just in larger thinking, I want to deal with Pop-Tart. You know what I mean? Nothing more, nothing less. If I can get my own Pop-Tart flavor, my job here on
That's
Earth
awesome.
I love
is
Pop-Tarts.
done.
That's a good
Yeah.
goal.
I will. Okay, but what would it be? What would
Yeah.
the,
Yes. Share.
what
with
would the
us.
flavor be? Or do you not want to
Nah.
disclose it yet? Do you want to
Nah,
keep it
we can go ahead. Either
We can
they're
brainstorm.
they're gonna
It's
call
fine.
it just what my name is, the Savage Pop-Tart, which will be a red velvet cake,
Oh, she a
Pop-Tart.
fancy Pop-Tart.
or we can do strawberry cheesecake for
I was gonna say, how can you
Ooh.
not do strawberry something?
no Hennessy Pop-Tarts. Yeah, I don't think they'll go for that. But and realistically, I just want to grow and be. I don't want to be. And I'm not shitting or hating on any huge streamers. I don't ever want to be the streamer that can't shout out somebody that follows, that shout out somebody that subs because they get so fucking many. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I want to elevate myself. I want to be bigger than I am now, but I don't want to be like that guy where I can't take the time and say, "Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up?" Because basically your stream would just be, "Thank you for your follow, thank you for the sub,
Yeah.
thank you for your follow." But if
A lot of bigger streamers don't even do that anymore.
yeah, they don't have notifications on when people
No.
follow or nothing. I'm like, but I mean, I get it, but I kind of I'm just like, those people are where you're at now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't acknowledge them in that fashion. But I'm not there. But I couldn't see myself just foregoing that, because at the end of the day, this is a viewer-driven, community-driven business.
Yeah.
And once you start, maybe it's hate. I don't think it's hate. But when I sit here, you are welcome for following me. Fuck you. But no, like, I don't know. I just can't see myself doing that. I don't want to do that. And, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I want to be known. I want people to know, oh, that's the Savage Pop-Tart. That dude's, he's cool. He's funny. This, that, and the third. But I'll never sit here and be like, yeah, I'm that guy. Fuck y'all. That's crazy. Like, I'm going to keep it a buck. If I follow some, like, I literally look. Sometimes I'll lurk like bigger streamers, and I'm just looking at some of the people in the chat. I'm like, why are you? Find somebody smaller that will acknowledge you. You know what I mean? But then I'm like, am I hating? I don't think I'm hating. But if you're going to spend some money, at least I could do is say your name on fucking stream. That's nuts.
I saw this it reminded me of this TikTok that I saw, and this guy got like 100 subs from someone, and he was so like, I don't know, maybe it's his personality. I don't know him. Like, I don't follow him. Like, I don't watch his streams or anything. It just popped up on my TikTok, and he was just so like, oh, like, thanks for the 100 subs. And he's like, and then someone else like did more subs, and he's like, guys, like, I'm 30 minutes into my stream. I just want to like chill with my community. And I'm like, I get it. Like, it can be overwhelming, but like, how, like, I can't, like, it's mind boggling to me that someone literally would be like, look at it and be like 100 subs and just be like, oh, thanks for the 100 subs. Like, how can you not be like, oh, what the fuck? Like, that's like a good amount of money, that they're spending on you. I'm like, how can you get to, like, how do people get to the point where it's like, oh, 100 subs, okay, like, I don't care, like, so nonchalant.
Yeah.
So what? 100 subs is $250, right?
Well, I definitely
100
feel
subs
like
is $500.
$500
That's what
for
I
that.
said. More than
What?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh!
That's what I'm saying. How can you look at someone who dropped, even if someone does 5
$250 is what
subs,
you would get.
yeah, you would
Yeah.
get we'll talk about that in a minute. But like even when
No, we're
someone like
not.
does 1 sub or like five subs, I'm like, dude, why? Like, what are you doing? Like, oh my god, thank you so much, But like, how can you sit there and look at someone who just spent $500 on you and be like, oh, thanks, and then like be like, guys, like, stop, like, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just so weird to me.
Well, I can definitely understand how people have different perspectives that they shift once they become a bigger streamer. And, people always say, I hope I never turn out to be, like so-and-so, to be like what they see as ungrateful. But, we haven't been there, so we can't say necessarily. But we as people, I think, are going to be grateful no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just a matter of personality and of our values. They speak volumes more than anything else.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. I agree.
I don't give a shit if it ruins my whole stream. If somebody shows up, drops 100 subs, I'm shouting out whoever dropped the subs first and foremost, because that's insane. And firstly, I'd probably be like, yo, because like I was getting love before Christmas, and not to sound ungrateful or anything, I was like, yo, chill out. I understand. I appreciate it, but it's holiday season. Go get yourself something. Go get your family something. Fuck me. Like, I'm not that cool. Like but I will never not appreciate it. But
that was when Ray popped in shortly after Christmas.
Hey,
I was like, he's spending that Christmas OT.
Ray was on some shit, but like, I don't know. I just think that is crazy. I will literally name all 100 people that got that sub from this person.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, look, can we get to the gameplay? Wait a minute.
I don't think I could even do that, because I think I would just literally be sobbing and speechless, like like I'm such a baby, dude. Like, oh my god. I mean, some of you have seen me cry like with hype trains and shit. Like, I break very easily. Very easily.
Yeah.
So I would just probably be like, oh my god, like literally crying into my keyboard.
Well, what Pop said, like, we both had 50 to see this. He will thank every single person and will say every single name of every single person that received a gift sub, because like, someone spent money in your channel, and that's the way to, you got to acknowledge it at least,
yes,
On that note, Mr. Toxic Codes, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I
and
really
Hillary,
do.
thank you, sub baby. I love you so much.
No, seriously.
Oh,
thank
Sub
you.
Baby. What are you guys naming it? Sorry, I know it's off topic, but I want to know what I love Sub Babies.
I don't even care. In the middle of a podcast, I'm gonna shout you out.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't care. That's crazy. The
Well,
fact that
this is my first time doing it on the pod, like streaming the podcast, so I'm trying to like keep it chill.
But hey, Mr. Toxic Codes, shout out to you. Thank you.
Hell.
Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
So where were we?
We were, hold on. I'm sorry. I took us on a ramble. It was
Professor, what are your goals?
Wait, I didn't
Yeah.
get
I don't
my
have
goals.
Wait, you
Oh,
did.
Mariah's
Oh, sorry,
goals.
Mariah. I'm sorry.
Oh, just fuck me, I guess. I'm just gonna go.
When and where, ma'am?
Ma'am, Jen, you gonna make me act up.
Oh shit!
I'm just
Girl,
kidding. Girl, please.
I bring the Hennessy.
Why'd that look like Jack?
It was. Leave me alone. Let me live. Go ahead. Go ahead. Don't mind me.
So no, you're good. I feel like my
Don't worry,
goals-
I got you.
Oh shit, let's go. I don't have any. How does like I'm out?
With the Red Bull.
I feel like honestly, my goal, like, obviously, like, I want to grow and I want to make like a difference. I want to be able to like change people's, like, I guess not. I don't know if change is the right word, but like I guess like enlighten people and like I guess educate people on a lot of topics, which is like why I'm so excited to be a part of this podcast, so we can talk about a lot of things. But I just want to like try to like.
Are you out of
There's-
pocket?
Who's out of pocket? Oh, oh shit. I like the people who have such negative mindsets over like different topics like women gamers and the LGBTQ community and like racism and all that. Like I want to be able to kind of be like, hey, like let's have a conversation about it. Let's educate each other and like let's like become a better community as a whole. So that way, you know, we can create a lot less like toxicity out there. I know it's like never going to go away, but I want to try to like create a better space for those people, like different, you know, subjects. You know what I mean? Is that the right wording? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my goal.
What about your goals, Prof?
I mean, my goals are just to make people laugh. I'm not here like I don't stream much because I too have a full-time job, but I've also got 2 kids as a single father. So I mean,
Busy boy.
me finding time is very very minimal.
I can always and you single? Hey, ladies, if you're looking for a responsible man, you know what I'm saying? Look at that haircut.
Look at that.
That haircut said, "Hey, on the first date, what's up?"
I had to get rid of the hair, man. That shit was bugging me. But I could have used it today. It would have kept my ears warm, not cold.
Cold. It would have kept them cold.
The first day after I got my haircut, I was like, "Oh shit, I shouldn't have done it."
Goals, bro, goals. Let's get back on topic.
You started it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Goals. I'm just here, like, when I do stream, I want to make people laugh. I want to make people smile because I'm goofy, very goofy, and I don't give a crap about what I say. I try to.
That right there, just that was. Yeah, go ahead, bro. I'm on your ass.
Go ahead.
He said, "I don't give a crap about what I say." You obviously do.
No,
you can swear. It's okay.
Shit. Okay, I'm good.
All right, he got it out of his system.
I love you, Professor.
Love you too, bro. Okay.
Dang.
On to the next one.
Anyway, Sammy.
I mean, obviously, like growing is a main one, which I think that is something that we all want to do. But most of my goals are like personal things that I just want to be more consistent in myself because, like in the summer, I was like, I'm just going to take one stream. And then that one stream was like, 2 months? I think I just ended up falling because a whole thing. But I don't want to do that. And I really want to hold myself accountable and be consistent and learn new things. I want to be able to know what's inside of my PC and I want to know what I'm doing and all these technical things. And I want to teach myself and learn all those things so that I can fix things myself instead of trying to get on Google and then want to Hulk smash my computer after not.
Hulk smash.
But yeah,
She's gonna get so mad during one of her streams. She's gonna back up in her chair and just kick it off the desk.
Kick it, just like bah!
Another one that I really want. I've always been really soft spoken. It's hard to put myself out there, so that's one thing that I'm trying to do for myself this year. Is I'm like I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be fine. The worst that things could be is it's yes or no or whatever. I can't worry about other people. I gotta do it for me, and it's hard. It's a hard habit to break, but I'm trying. And that's my main goal for this year.
Which I can vouch she has started to do.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Sammy?
It feels weird, but we're trying.
Sammy,
Mm-hmm.
can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
On your next birthday stream, right? You should have me. And we will, and I will
Have
send
you?
you cat. No, not like chill. Yo, not like that on the stream.
Well, you're like rubbing your chest like
Not like hold on. Can we calm down? Can we?
Hey, she on your head.
I will donate enough money for Hennessy, and you will come out of that goddamn shell. You be talking shit.
Listen,
in 15
sir.
minutes.
Listen. Tequila gets me out of that shell, but I mean, I can't drink all day, every day.
Hey, y'all wildin'. Hey, I'm out. Y'all be good, yo. This was great. This was great. I'm the fuck out of here. This is crazy. Y'all gonna make Biff find my address and pour fucking maple syrup on me and
Listen,
set me on
listen.
fire. I don't need that in my life.
Why?
Listen, I think I hit on Sammy probably more than anyone.
I don't need them
jokingly.
issues.
So like it's fine. We're it's all good.
Yeah, y'all trying to get me beat up.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Biff, don't let them play. Like, look, bro, respect, much love. God damn it, I'm out. Y'all be good, yo. It was a great podcast. Bye, y'all.
I can't.
My bad, y'all. I didn't mean. Fuck
you
that, I
did.
didn't mean.
Yeah, you did.
I did. I'm not gonna
Quit
lie.
lying.
I ain't coming back neither.
Yeah, you are.
Get your ass back in here.
Hi.
Okay, what were you saying? Sammy's birthday stream.
I'm donating enough money for Hennessy, and we're going to turn into
Oh.
the Henny twins, aka
my God.
Henny Hardaways. You know what I mean? And it's going to get ignorant. We're going to talk a lot of shit, and I might, if she accepts the Hennessy donation, I will re-download Warzone.
Oh.
I did one night. I did the other night.
You
And guess
did.
what? It went back to the it went back to the grave.
You sent it to the Shadow Realm again?
I did. Because the
Damn.
next day I tried to I re-downloaded it just to play, and it worked that night. And then the next day I went to hop on, it got another dev error. That shit went right back to the grave.
No.
I will say,
Yeah.
COD has been messing up everyone's PCs, and I love the game, but I mean, what do they expect? People are gonna get pissed because they can't play a game that they love to play, so they uninstall it. I mean, I can't blame you.
Guess it's
I would
time
just
to start playing
reinstall it
Valorant.
because I have a problem, but it's
Yeah,
fine.
no, I won't play that game either.
Professor
Jim?
hates Valorant.
Jim, what you
I-
got going on? What's your end goal?
Oh yeah.
My goals, oh boy. Well, I hope that I can continue to have an open and welcoming community with awesome humans. But that's not so much about me. I hope that I can continue to be a conduit for people to feel welcome and to continue welcoming people to stream and just being cool humans. But goals for myself, man, I do need to, just like Sammy, I need to be more consistent. I've been going through a lot this past year, and just trying to get back to some kind of schedule where I can feel less anxious, less stressed, and feel confident in my ability to provide content for you guys. I'm not like every other streamer. I don't have a camera. I choose not to. I'm hoping that me as a person, personality wise, is enough.
And it
And
is.
that's that.
I think it is.
Yeah. But goals, I want to try doing more story games and getting more out of my comfort zone of playing, just shooters with friends. It's fun, but I really want to change it up, and I'm open to suggestions. So, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah.
Yes. Have you tried the Walking Dead series?
I have not. But I did play what was that game?
Sorry. Which one?
There's a game that was by the same people that created the Walking Dead series that I played, The Wolf Among Us.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, that was good.
It was
So,
really good.
If you like Wolf
storyline.
Among Us, you will really like Walking Dead.
I do have The Walking Dead. I just haven't played it yet.
It's
Just like
very
half the games in my Steam library. Can anyone relate? Yeah.
Dude, me right now. I have so many games in my library right now. Woo.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shall we get into some of the ugly sides of Twitch?
And this is something I wanted to speak about.
Mm-hmm. I know you got a lot on your mind, Pop Tart. Get it off your chest.
Okay, so can we just stop for a second and understand how these, let's just say, huge streamers that purposely break rules fuck things up for us in the long run?
Mm-hmm.
And by that, I mean, I don't know if people are keeping in tune or in touch with things like Dolphin Satan already put out, like the leaking of streamer incomes and the hate raids. That was already bad. But that was already bad. Nobody needs to know how much anybody's making. And I shouldn't have to not put disabled veteran or mental health and get followers that said your best friend committed suicide. That's not cool. Twitch, like, figure that shit out. And it took somebody to make SiriBot, a whole different like a whole human being, to dedicate their time to make a bot to block that type of shit. That pissed me off.
I still have her in my chat.
Same.
And then we got these large streamers doing lazy fucking content, right? And it's the same reason why you can't, like, music is a problem now on Twitch. And it's going to be the same thing with live viewed television. These people are watching whole episodes of shows, getting banned for 2 days, coming back to a huge audience because it's all in the newsreel. And it's bullshit.
I definitely, it's rough because, like, it's not their content to show, and them voicing over and putting their opinion on content is someone else's content is not okay. That's just like showing somebody else's Twitch stream on your stream and talking badly about them, which is what some people do, which is awful. But, you know, once they introduce the watch parties through Amazon on Twitch, which is a legal way of doing it, but you yourself have to have Amazon to be able to join a watch party. Right. But maybe they thought, oh, well, you know what, I can surpass this because I'm a bigger streamer. And, you know, if I watch it, what are they going to do about it? And like Pop said, ban them for 2 days and then they're right back.
And what the problem with that is some of these people are stupid enough to sit here and be like, oh, like, people misunderstand the term, like the usage of fair use. Like, fair use, if you use something, like, let's say you're watching a video. If you have your own opinions, you're talking over it, you're not showing the full thing in its entirety, you can make a transformative argument about that. But there's been huge streamers just recently. One got banned for watching Death Note. One got banned for watching what was it, The Last Airbender? You know what I mean? I'm like, fam, are you serious? I'm afraid to play the wrong fucking song. I went and spent my Avatar. I went and spent my own money for a service that guarantees, like, they own the rights to this music, where you can use it and you put your Twitch, your YouTube channel, you're good to go. And I'm just like, I have to do this type of shit because y'all are just out here just wilding. And it's crazy because I'm not going to get a 2-day ban.
No.
If I watch MasterChef in its entirety, you'll never see the Savage Pop-Tart on this platform again.
Yeah. It's rough. Like, you know, bigger streamers have the protection of the money that they bring to Twitch, whereas we don't have that, hold that same value, which is really unfortunate. Can we talk about how smaller streamers aren't valued, yet we're the ones that are probably making the most money?
Grinding
the
the most.
unpartnered streamers on Twitch.
So I did see actually a tweet. I don't know. I didn't have enough time to, like, actually, like, look into the, like, statistics of it and see if it's actually, like, a real thing. But it was a tweet and someone said that technically bigger streamers lose Twitch money.
Yes.
Like, they bring in a lot of people, they bring in a lot of money, but technically the middle to lower streamers were the ones that actually create a profitable value on Twitch. So, which is probably why they would never raise our cut from 50% to higher.
Yeah.
Because they would still be losing money, which would be a downhill for them. So it's like they don't care about us because, like, whatever, like, they're small, like, that's our chunk of change right there. Whereas the bigger people, like, they make Twitch seem like the cool kid table. Like, I want to stream on Twitch. I want to be with the cool kids. I want to go to the cool kid party, which is how it was labeled. And I'm like, that makes so much more sense because, I mean, it's true. Like, everyone wants to, like, have that dream and, like, oh, I want to be a streamer. I want to be, you know, as big as this person or do this. And I mean, it kind of sucks that we get the short end of the stick and we, like, they literally get to sit here and do all these things. And if we do, like, I was scared to stream the new Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't want to have it on streamer mode because I heard a lot of the music on it. Like, there's like moments where it's literally dead silence and it cuts off some of the like the vocal parts. And I'm like, why do I have to sit here and worry about playing a game that has like not DMCA friendly music in it? But any other big streamer, they can play it and it be totally fine. But like, I'm sitting here like, oh my God, am I going to get a strike? Like, what's going to happen? Like, I want to be able to just play the game.
Yeah.
And like, you have to worry about that as a smaller streamer.
And I noticed like a lot of bigger streamers, they don't use the Twitch soundtrack or play, non-DMCA music. Whereas like we feel like we have to protect ourselves because there's really nothing like we can do. Whereas, some bigger streamers probably have a team of lawyers that can, protect them in that kind of situation. And it's rough.
Yeah.
It's really rough.
The thing is like you can, so I play whatever music I want, but I have my VODs off. If you have your VODs off, you can get away with it. I wouldn't even say get away with it. You can listen to the music.
See, I just like having my VODs so that way if people want to go back and watch it later on, they can.
Right, and that's the downfall of it is, people can't go back. I can't, or anybody can't go back and clip anything that they wanted to clip, or if I wanted to clip it. Yeah. Now, I do record when I do stream. I do have a separate thing that records it, so I can.
That's a good idea.
But it does suck for those that want to keep VODs on their actual Twitch because they can't play music because they fear that if they do play a certain song, regardless of what it is, or if they even question it, their VOD's going to be muted and then there's no sound to it.
Yeah, it's basically not even having a VOD anyway.
Yeah, if they're going to mute and go ahead.
But like I've been reading and seeing things where they're developing something to catch you in the act of actually streaming to detect DMCA violations. So it's not even worth it anymore. Once that gets implemented, you're getting the fuck up out of here. Like I've seen it where people are playing music, and because they're playing music, no, they can't. I've been in streams where I tried to join, but because they were playing DMCA music, you're not allowed to join that. They cap them. They shut it down. You can't get in there. And it's just like, why are we like, we all know what the rules are. We all know well, you know what? I don't have a corporation behind me. I don't have a team of lawyers. So, but me, myself, as somebody who needs to read the guidelines and everything in my affiliate, contract, you know what I'm saying? Like I read that and I'm just like, I know what time it is. I'm not doing it. That's why there's like, it sucks, but I have to pay to play music, like, play certain music or, reach out to certain artists, find out, hashtag, shout out to Rogue VHS, dope music. And my man was like, yo, I don't DMCA strike nobody, play my shit. Just to make sure you got my shit on it. I'm like, that's cool. But like, the real issue turns into these huge streamers that are pulling 40 to 45,000 concurrent views just out here wilding. They get slaps on the wrist. Then it comes down to us where it's like no more slaps on the wrist. You're done if you get hit up.
Yeah. There's not even like strikes. It's just like, hey, you're done.
Yeah.
And they've got to, something's got to be done for sure because like you've got, drum streams, people that do drum streams. You've got people that do any type of music. They play whatever obviously
dance
that's
parties.
Right. I mean that's their whole thing. That's
like I used to watch
them.
Yeah, I used to watch a Just Dance streamer that had to stop being a Just Dance streamer, and she had to stop posting those videos on Twitter because she was getting DCM and DMCA claims every other day.
See, that to me is just so crazy because it's like it's a game, right? So like,
and she was promoting for that game.
Yeah, so it's like that to me. I'm like, how? I understand the whole like, yeah, let's not watch like full like episodes and like whole ass movies and like
Mhm.
there's this like one streamer who I think it was Christmas, he literally was just playing like full Christmas movies like all night long. Like it was like a 24-hour stream or whatever.
Yep.
And he was playing like Elf and like all these movies and I'm like how do you get away with that? Like
Yeah.
but I'm
I
like
don't
you should
understand
be
it.
able to play a game if it has music in it. You should be able to play it safely because it's literally a game. Like you're
Yeah.
playing the game and you
Uh,
bought
Pat-
the game.
Pat asked, "What would the ideal situation for music situation for streamers be?" Asking for a friend, and I'll say this, right? I
will-
understand. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say Stream Beats is a really, really good source for any streamers out there.
Yeah.
I love Stream Beats. They have a whole variety of different sounds, different types.
Is that Harris Heller's thing?
Harris
Yeah,
Heller.
yeah.
Mhm.
The man with the perfect fucking hair.
Yeah.
And I use Twitch Soundtrack, which has actually been
That
really
too.
useful. It has a whole bunch of different playlists with different vibes. So let's say you just want some lo-fi while you play The Sims, they've got that. You want some synth music for playing, some kind of like 80s type old school game, they got it.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
would say this too, and I don't understand why it's. I get copyright laws and things of that nature,
Hmm.
but what bothers me the most is, especially, isn't that free advertising?
Yeah.
Because people aren't going to watch my stream, record it, look at the VODs just to listen to your music.
Yeah.
No.
They're like, oh, I like that song. Let me go add it to my playlist.
Mm-hmm. And that's one more good thing about Twitch Soundtrack is below your stream, it has the game that you're playing, and beside it, it has the song that's playing right now. So if somebody asks, what song is this? Just say, look under my title. And it's just right there because it's all connected through your OBS and everything, which is awesome.
Mm.
I do want to bring it back quickly because I know we're talking about like the 1% of Twitch and how these huge streamers have thousands, hundreds of thousands of people watching them, and have millions of followers and whatnot. But, partners versus affiliates, I feel like they could give affiliates a bigger cut and partners too. Like you saw at Christmas time, I'm not sure if you follow any Twitch partners. A lot of them did unboxing streams. And those unboxing streams were for a bunch of merch from Twitch. I get that they want to retain their partners so that they don't leave for other platforms like YouTube or Facebook gaming. But I just feel like them shipping all that stuff out to partners all over the world, yes, it makes them feel appreciated. But, retaining more affiliates, I think that would be in their best interest.
You would think so.
Mm-hmm.
You would think.
You would think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I feel like too a lot of people don't like I don't think a lot of people who start streaming, they don't realize like what is actually going on and like what kind like all these things happening, they're kind of like a little bit more out of the loop. So I feel like those people are kind of like are what like they're Twitch is able to kind of get away with it because those people are just kind of like, like I'm a streamer, like I'm just vibing, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're not like directly thinking about how it is affecting them. So it's like there's no like big voices being raised and like there's no like push onto Twitch like, hey, like, hello. I feel like now, like, because of social media and everything, like a lot of people are starting to like kind of get in there and be like, hey, like this is some bullshit, Twitch, like we're, you know what I mean?
YouTube also gives a bigger cut too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So part of the little blurb that I saw on Twitter earlier, it made a good point that YouTube and Facebook, because people were like, well, like, yeah, like they do 70-80, like why can't Twitch? And they were saying that it is probably because there isn't like Twitch is such a there's so many of us here that there isn't as many people there, so they are able to kind of do that. Whereas like here, because they lose so much money, I guess, with partners, that like they wouldn't do that because it would be like bad money wise on them, which isn't fair to us. Obviously, I'm not saying it's like right, but I
Yeah.
did see a little thing about that as
The
well.
one thing that I did see, and this could be wrong, it could be misinformation, is not even all partners get 50-50. It's if it depends on their contract that they try and settle with Twitch if they could get more than 50%.
Oh,
Mhm.
definitely.
So
Yeah.
I think it depends, but I do think I personally think if YouTube can get some of the integrations that Twitch does have, Twitch might be in a little bit of trouble. But I know it is also a lot harder to get affiliate or their version of affiliate on YouTube than it is here for Twitch.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's another thing is affiliation on Twitch. You don't know how many streamers, if you look in any category, the amount of streamers that have 2 or less viewers make up the majority of streams. And I feel like there's something to say for that, you know, people starting off and not knowing how to network, not knowing how to build a community. It's tough. Like if you go onto Twitch just wanting to show yourself gaming, there has to be some kind of interaction to build those relationships so that you can have a platform so you can show yourself gaming and and interacting with others.
I think I saw that if you are an affiliate on Twitch, you're in the top 10% of Twitch.
Yes.
If you have, I think it was 13 average viewers or more, you're in the top 1%. Something like that. And I'm like, that's insane. Like, and it is true. There is so many people who just sit at anywhere between 0 to 2 viewers and they think that they can just sit there and play a game and not like put in work. A lot of people think that this is such an easy thing to do. Like, oh, I'm just going to stream and play a game and I'm going to grow and I'm going to pop off and become, you know, famous. And it's not. It's not.
That's not how it works.
It's not. It's hard.
When you're
it's a lot of work.
Really anxious a lot of the time, and that you may not look like you're an anxious person. I feel like I can hide things really well. I know a lot of people that are anxious they are very good at hiding things. It's hard to be super out there and outgoing, but also on the flip side, it can be a little bit easier because you're in your own space and you're in control of your own space.
Yeah.
But getting used to it there's definitely a curve, and it's not as easy as just turning on your camera and turning on your PC and gaming. There's a lot to it, and you got to recharge your battery and make sure that you're okay too, because otherwise your stream can tell if you're running out of fuel. Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely.
One day, like I was responding to Scottish Kells, you know, she was saying that it's hard to compete with certain people, and I'm just like,
but that's not what we're here for.
You gotta grow, build your own shit, go through the trials and tribulations. I streamed a Nightbot for like all of 4 fucking months. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But and here's the thing with that: when you're not selling you're selling as a streamer. People don't want to admit it, but you're selling something. You're selling a piece of yourself. You're selling your comedic value.
You're putting your energy out there.
Yeah, and you're selling that.
Yeah.
You can't compete with people that don't go outside, be in the gym all day, and are ready to show you their asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just you can't compete with that. So don't even try.
Someone else said, you know, we're not sharing the same viewers as you know, someone who's sitting and just chatting. And you know what? All the power to those people. You know what? You're making money. Good for you.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing it in your own way. All the power to you.
That's how I kind of felt with the whole like controversy of like hot tub streamers. I know that's like another subject for a whole other podcast, but for me, I'm like, I don't really give a shit. If you want to sit there in a hot tub, I really don't care. No. I don't feel like I'm competing with you because the viewers that you have, I honestly don't want. I don't want those people.
You know why they're there.
That's for sure. They're there for a reason, which is fine.
They are there to see. They're like people who ain't never talked to nobody. They ain't talked to a woman their whole days in their lives. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's a demand for it. You know, if people are watching,
I mean, nobody's showing up to watch Savage Pop-Tart take his hoodie off. Nobody shows up to my streams to watch me just do this all day. There's no. They come here because they know I'm about
He's
to
taking
talk
off a
shit.
layer, chat.
Yeah, here we
Oh
go.
shit!
Yeah, you know, been in the gym. Yeah, got
You don't
white
go to the
tee
gym.
on.
Oh,
We got him in a
shit.
t-shirt. Let's go.
And I got the
Oh,
chain out
shit.
too.
Oh
What?
no.
Hey, I'll snatch. Hey, look, I'll snatch your shit.
Ooh.
Anyway,
my.
but
But I don't
What
think
gym
it's
you go to?
it's a competition really. I think
I
everyone
almost
has,
said something to you, Professor, but I'm gonna let you live. We go. I'm gonna let you live. Go ahead,
Oh,
Mariah. I'm
shit.
sorry for cutting
No,
you
you're
off.
good. You're good. No, I was just gonna say I feel like everyone kind of has their own vibe and will attract their own like people, their own
Mhm.
crew, their
Oh
own
yeah.
viewership. Like I can't sit here and be, like trying to compete with Pop Tart or Sammy or Jen or Professor. Like we're all so different. Like even though we are very alike, like our communities are also different and we all create a different kind of vibe and a different environment. And I think that you just have to find your people.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And people will find you, and people
Mhm.
will respect it. Like my community, right? Like I'm not huge by no means, but the people know if you show up in my Discord, I'm gonna show you. Like we gonna hang out. We're gonna talk some shit. We're gonna watch something. You know, I'm not gonna snitch on myself. But we gonna hang out. I'm gonna take time out of my day because you took time out of yours. That's one currency in life that you can't get back is time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So you spend 10 minutes watching me act a fool on stream. You show up in that Discord, you hit me up and you're like, yo, can we do this? I'm gonna listen to your idea. Whether I like it or not, that's to be seen and we'll see where it goes. But like I'm not gonna sit here and act like you don't exist.
Yeah.
You took time out of your day. I think people rock with me because I rock with them. Like, yo, if you rock with me, I will rock with you the same way. There's no difference. I'm not better than you. Oh, because I have a 3080, I'm not better than you. Because I have a full-time job, again, I'm not better than you. I'm just like you. First off, I'm a nerd. I might be an
Preach.
intimidating nerd. You know what I mean? Like I might knock somebody the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like you. We like the same things. Nothing about me makes me different than you.
Mhm.
I stream. You might not. You watch me. But I'm here for you in case you have something that you want to do. I'm
Mhm.
not going to discount you, discredit you. Just like, you know what I mean? Like that's just not who I am. You talk to me, I'll talk to you. We're all the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's so
And
nice
it's
to
cold in here. I'm gonna put this hoodie back on.
it's so nice to have,
Shit.
that energy reciprocated in
Mhm.
whatever way it may be. But
Yep.
He also
yeah,
makes
trying to put the same energy back into the people who have taken time out of their day to be here. By the way, thank you all for being here. We really
Yes.
appreciate every
Yes.
single one of you.
You do.
This podcast wouldn't be possible without, you guys here listening, watching,
Asking
Hanging out.
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
asking questions, providing us, things to talk about.
Yes.
I do
Yeah.
actually really like this question. Do we feel like Twitch streamers gravitate towards the bigger games on Twitch?
Absolutely.
I feel like
Absolutely.
yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Which is, in a sense, it's
The
almost
wrong
sweet.
way.
Yeah, because there's so many people playing that game that you kind of get lost in the crowd. But it's like
Yeah.
no one like goes to Twitch and be like, okay, I shouldn't say no one because it probably could happen, but it's rare that someone's going to go to Twitch and be like, oh, who's playing this small indie game that no one really knows of? You know what I mean?
Mhm. There may be a niche for that, but
I think there's a lot of people that do that because a lot of people want to see gameplay before they buy a game.
That's true.
very
That's
true.
fair.
And
But then you also
especially
see-
I've done it personally. Like if I don't venture out from games very often, but if I see a game that's on stream or Steam, I'll go right on there and see what it looks like.
Before.
Yeah.
See, I like if I go and I want to watch, like if I want to watch someone play Valorant or if I want to like a bigger game, I will literally have it to where it'll show the smallest viewers first.
Yeah.
yes.
And I'm like, okay. And then I kind of look through and I'm like, okay, whose vibe am I feeling right now? Like, and then I'll go and I'll find people that way. Because I honestly like, there's some bigger streamers that I do like watching just to have as like background noise. But if I want to sit down and watch, I will sit there and like try to find a smaller streamer. One, so I can support them. And two, so I can actually have a conversation with them.
Mhm.
Also, can I add just one thing?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
just want to say shout out to Reverse. Is it Reverse? And Scottish Kels, thank you for the follow. But also, I like to watch the lowest, like people with the lower viewer counts, because a lot of the times, the people with the highest viewer counts got a check from the motherfuckers they're playing the game of. You know what I mean? Like they're getting a whole check. Oh, this game is great. They're getting a great. Oh, this game is straight, and then turn around and be like, "Yo, this shit is really trash." Like you got to understand that these huge content creators are getting paid.
Yeah, and it's so weird. All the PUBG streamers, because PUBG was like my main game for a really long time, that I have been watching recently have switched to Super People, and I'm like, what the fuck is Super People? And it's just like a cracked out Overwatch version of PUBG.
Super People is fire. I love that game.
But yeah, like there's definitely like Pop said, there's people that are going to be getting paid to play these games and put good word out there, you know? And unless someone is there to put an unbiased opinion that you feel like you can trust, but like who can you trust? The smaller streamers. They're not getting a paycheck from these gaming companies, and yeah.
Oh, I'm ass at Super People too. Don't feel bad. I'm terrible, but I've
never tried it.
I've clapped cheeks out here, like, you know.
Okay.
FPSs are my thing, or third party. Like, man, I would say third person games. Like, it is what it is, but like,
oof.
I played with shout out to Where's _ Fluffy, friend of mine, like friend. He's a great human being, and I met him through someone in my community. We played. It was our first time playing. I was like, this is like PUBG on steroids. PUBG with superpowers. I'm with it. But like, yeah, you can't take everything at face value with some of the people you watch, because, you know, they may or may not have got a check on the back end. I ain't mad at it, but don't sit here and sell me a game you know is trash just because you got a check. That's disingenuous.
Well, it's definitely nice seeing people's genuine reactions, being like, ugh, what just happened? Why is this lagging? Like,
what is this?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. You're fine. No, I was just gonna say I also agree with Grizz here that most small streamers are like more engaging.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's kind of goes back to what Pop Tart was talking about earlier, is like they don't have like thousands and thousands of people all spamming chat all at once. Like smaller streamers can look at chat and see pretty much every comment. Sometimes the one here slips by here and there, but like for the most part, like we are able to kind of be a little bit more interactive and like be more personable, I guess, with you guys, because we don't have so much going on in chat.
Yeah, and there's definitely people that I feel like not every small streamer is going to interact with you. You know, some people are just there to game and show it on stream and may forget about chat here and there. But, you know, that's maybe because they're newer or whatever. But, you know, a seasoned streamer is going to be able to take time and, you know, interact. And if that's what you're there for, is for that sense of community on Twitch, then the smaller side of Twitch is the best.
That's true. Yeah, we definitely we're constantly like this, depending on where your chat is, or like this. I know Pop-Tart yours is up top, isn't it? Your chat
every single time.
The top monitor.
Every single time there is.
Yeah.
We're
constantly like literally like, okay, I gotta pay attention to the game. And there's times where I'm like playing Valorant or COD and I'm like, all right, I gotta kill this person. I see like a little bloop on the side and I'm like, oh shit. And then I'm like, I die and I'm like, oh shit. But I mean, you do it because you want to talk to chat. Like,
exactly.
I care about winning, but I don't care about winning.
The only game I'm gonna tell chat, like, hey, I'll acknowledge, like, give me a second, Escape from Tarkov, because that shit, like, I am not trying to lose the loot I brought in. Like, look, I'll give you a shout out. Just give me about 15 seconds, because this shit is ridiculous. And if I get fucking killed by a scav, I'm gonna cry. Like, I will literally get off this stream and cry. Like, oh, you just lost your P90 to a player scav, and you're just like,
that's
I appreciate you being here in this chat, but god damn it.
I love being called out by people if I forget or miss a chat, like forget to scroll up and see what I miss, you know what I mean? Or like sometimes streamers, you know, chat gets super busy more than usual. And if that if that user, like viewer, just posts the message again and just does that and doesn't say anything about it, like that's super appreciated because sometimes it gets a little wild, and it's nice to be able to take the time to scroll back and give the people the attention they deserve.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a good question.
No, because this might go against some kind of contractual thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and just bow out on that one.
I definitely know how I feel about that.
Oh,
yeah,
me too.
for sure.
If you've heard
I think
anything
it's
we've
kind of
said,
I think it's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
But
okay, so what's the
again,
question that
it's
just
your
popped
money.
up was for anyone listening and not watching is subs or donations. And for me it's what the viewer chooses to see as valuable. If they want, the emotes and the badge and chat and to help support the streamer, then definitely a sub. But when it comes down to brass tacks, PayPal only takes a little bit of your money. So donations definitely help directly support the streamer. And even some streamers are switching to like having their own Patreon now.
Mhm. Yep.
Or the fan, is it Fan House, Maria? Is
Fan
that the
House.
one?
Yeah,
It's
Fan
similar,
House is another it's similar to Patreon.
Mhm.
But it's another way to give content to viewers that, is not just through Twitch.
Yep.
And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to try to be as tactful as possible, right? This platform didn't help me. Whoever owns this whole platform wasn't standing in line at Micro Center or fitting the bill for all of these expenses. They're not here game planning when we're offline, game planning what we're going to play, hitting up people, trying to make connections, this, that, and the third. They're not there for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that to say this, right? And I guess you can tell my opinion for that question with just this being said. No one knows, right, how much work actually goes into streaming. Like trying to get your brand, like a logo, trying to network, getting a schedule together, knowing what the games to play, and then trying to figure out what, if you don't like the game, what you're going to do then. Staying on top, going on all these social media sites to promote yourself, this, that, and
editing and
video. Like do you not understand? People like content creators on Twitch and other platforms legitimately have taken a college graduate course on their own times on how to be able to make and edit videos.
Mm-hmm.
Shit sucks. It takes hours. Like some of us work full-time jobs. That shit is terrible. And then you like when people want to go out of their way and sub and this, that, and the third, and you look and you're just like, you weren't with me shooting in the gym though. Like, goddamn. Can I turn my volume up a bit? Am I too low?
You sound fine to me, but
Yeah, you sound great to me.
I'm just trying not to yell.
You don't want him to turn his volume up.
yell at me.
I get real loud. But no, it's just one of those things where it's like, you're just like, can y'all show me that I'm appreciated?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying, don't take 50%. But hot damn. Fuck.
Yeah, it's a lot.
See, the 50% doesn't bother me. It's the whole hitting the cutoff that bothers me the most. The $100 cutoff or whatever it is.
It's not viable for everyone to reach that every month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like just that. I mean, you could do every month. And if you only do such and such, that's not $100, and
that's
send them
what
a check.
Yeah, it can't be seen as a reliable source of income unless you reach that, that point,
that tier. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't hit $100, forget it.
Yeah, you have to wait till next
month. And it's not even $100 before the 50%. Either is the shit part.
I just feel like, and fuck me as the streamer, right? If I sub to someone, it's because I care enough to at least give you some like, and let's be like, so some people it's change, for some people it's everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking my funds that I earn myself to support you. I want that to support you. You know what I mean? And to know that when I sub to someone, my full sub isn't going to you, it's kind of disappointing. That's why most of the time, like you'll see me, sometimes I'll just if you got a PayPal link, I'm gonna fuck your shit up. I'm like, yeah, I got a bonus.
Take this.
Demon time, baby. Especially if I'm off the Hennessy, I get real kind. I wake up the next morning, look at my bank account, and be like, oh, fuck that last night.
What did Pops do
Like,
now?
oh man, but that's just
Blame the
me.
Henny.
Oh
I
yeah,
do that
blame it
sometimes,
on the
too.
I feel
goose.
like that.
Got you feeling loose.
I did that to
Blame it
Professor
on-
one time.
DMCA, uh-oh.
Oh yeah,
Speaking of.
let me stop. You have to blame it on the alcohol
Oh,
Yes.
because you can't sing it.
No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can't,
Not
can't
Yeah,
sing
possible.
I that tequila night with me and Sammy, I rated Professor, and man, did I fuck up.
Hold on, what was that? He said, "Oh my fucking god, hopping your
Yeah.
streams drunk has cost me plenty."
Yes.
Yeah,
I
Grizz.
can't be hopping in people's streams.
I hit
drunk
a
anymore,
50
man.
one
Had
night.
to block my online payments. Oh my
You hit a
gosh,
50?
Kels.
No, I popped in the 50 stream one time drunk.
Oh.
Ow, shit.
Oh,
no.
Rip your hand.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I'll wake up. I get emails from PayPal to be like, "You donated this." I'll be like,
Oh.
I did what now?
"You just be sick." You're like, "Oh, I mean,
It's like, oh.
I'm not rich at all, but I'm not broke neither." But like, I'm just like looking at myself. I'm like, "Oh, you really fucked it up last night, Pop Tart." But then I'm like, "But I have no idea how far that little bit of money I donated is going to go." You know what I mean? And
Very true.
that's how I've come to terms with the drunken donations. Like I stay up, like, look, don't hit me up and be like, "Hey, let's watch this person on stream on a Saturday night." Like, nah, we ain't doing that because I'm gonna fuck my life up. Like, no,
So
sir.
all of us are like stream on Saturday night. Okay, no, just
Uh,
kidding.
All right, everyone add that to their notes, okay?
Everyone add it.
Everyone
and
who's
then-
new to streaming,
Yeah,
add it to
and-
your notes.
and then tag Pop Tart in your stream.
Yeah.
Scottish Cal said, "I think I spent more on Twitch than food."
Oh no!
Dude,
Oh my gosh.
honestly,
You know what? You could say that it's networking, right? You're growing
you can
your
claim,
stream.
You can claim it on your
Mhm.
taxes.
True.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact.
Pat had a question. He said, "Here's another question for
Oh yes.
the Savage Pop Tart and Professor. How is military?" Let me
What?
talk. Jesus, don't do that. I have a speech impediment. How is military Twitch? I'm not excluding any group, but there are a lot of vets, active duty folks on Twitch. Do they huddle together? I haven't seen too much. Maybe I'm just not around enough. I can answer this question. Professor can answer this question. There is multiple groups. You have regiment.gg. I'm a part of that organization. I'm also a part of there's groups. Regiment pops out to me. But you have to be careful. Because there's a lot of fucking slime balls out here that have no connection to the military whatsoever. Taking funds. So watch yourself. Make sure you're following and showing love to the right people. Secondly, me personally, with military and Twitch and things of that nature, I am a veteran. I've served, I've been to war, whoop-de-whoop. I don't need a pat on the back. That was something I did for myself because, parents ain't have college funds, so Pop-Tart had to figure something out. But I will say is I didn't want to, and that's why I'm not like the Savage 25 uniforms, because I do not want that to be my personality on stream. Because when I was in the military, I was still a cool guy, but
Yeah.
it's a real job. Like, yo, we could die. There's no real happiness here. Like, it's happiness with the homies talking shit. And there's still people that I wish I would have had a better conversation with before they passed. But like, I guess the moral of the story is know who you're following, do your research. Regiment.gg. There's MVG charity. They're also a good group on Twitch as well. But everyone else, I'm not too sure about. But Professor, you got anything?
I mean, it's just that people, and it's not just the military that people try to scam out of. Like
Yeah, for sure.
they'll pretend to be whoever just to make a buck, and you've gotta pay attention. You gotta watch yourself, watch each other, because there's definitely people out there like that, and it's sad.
Yeah. I think a good way, like Pop said, is to be looking at different stream teams that have like verified members of their community that they know for a fact were like are veterans and were, in active duty. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't understand. Your most staunch, hardcore 11 Bravo infantry service member is probably a fucking nerd. He probably watches anime, plays hella video games, and I hate the way society and media makes all service members, veterans, and like just seem like just honorary assholes. Like, no, some of us just like talking shit. Some of us like playing games. So we watch anime. We're just like you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Like-
that at some point I might have died at my job.
I'm like
you know what I
looking
mean?
at these comments right now. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
I actually knew a streamer that was faking an illness for money. For donations. It's disgusting.
Is that the one
Ah.
Scottish just brought up? I think.
Maybe
I don't know if it's the same person, but that's the comment.
Well, it was a female and she wasn't in the Rocket League community, but yeah, same thing. She faked multiple sclerosis. I can't say it. Sclerosis. MS. That's the easiest way to say it. Yes.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
just
insane.
It's not just. I mean, something like that's not just in streaming. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
You just gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta be aware
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Some people are really good liars. It's it's tough. It's tough to weed them out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Definitely, for sure. That's just insane to me. Like, I don't know if I could like look at someone and be like, oh, like, yeah, I have this, and then give me your money, and then feel like I don't know.
I can't even be like, one more interaction for a hype. I hate myself. There's no friggin' way I want to say that. Hell no.
I look at it and I'm like,
do it in other people's streams,
don't do it. And then Biff will come in and drop some bits, and then he starts a hype train. I'm like, God damn it, Biff.
I'll do it
That's
in every
like
one
Buddy,
of your streams.
I don't know if y'all remember Buddy, who was streaming, and he was in a wheelchair, forgot to turn his fucking camera off, and stood up.
What?
Yeah, he was like, he couldn't walk, and he didn't turn his camera off, and my man stood up. I was like, you absolute piece of flaming garbage.
Gosh.
That's
Wow.
awful.
That's infuriating. That's ugh.
See, and that's karma. People who do that, karma does come back and eventually bites them on the ass.
Find
Yeah.
him.
You can only help.
It's just gross.
Yeah,
Twitch has a lot of different sides, man. Some of them are bright, sunny days and sunshine, and some of them are.
Twitch is basically its own
Absolutely.
planet, honestly.
Yep.
It
You know,
is.
a planet of nerds who all like to game or watch people game, and not everyone is going to be, happy-go-lucky. Not everyone is going to be kind and caring.
Yeah, no.
And you just got to find your people on Twitch. And I'm lucky enough to say that I have found mine.
My people.
My
Yes.
people.
Yes. I agree. I feel like you can either find really, really amazing people or really, really shit people on Twitch. We touched on half of that question.
Yeah. I think we all talked about how we each started streaming at the beginning of this podcast. And we touched a little bit about why we do stream on our first episode of our podcast. But just a little synopsis for my community. And yeah, I started streaming because I liked community. That's it.
I started streaming because I have mental health issues and I want to grow a really safe place for my community.
Yes, I am. How'd you know?
You said a boot.
Oh,
A boot.
welp.
I say sorry, so now I'm Canadian.
True.
Sammy.
If you say chicken burger, we gonna fight.
Hey, I will die before I say chicken burger.
Oh my gosh, you
No,
guys.
sir. It is a chicken sandwich till I
No,
die. I will die on this hill. I will die on it.
To answer the question though, I started streaming out of having, I hate to keep bringing it up, post-traumatic stress disorder,
Mhm.
being an introvert, which a lot of people in my community be like, you were an introvert? Like, yeah, this is therapy for me. This is a
Mhm.
way that I've actually been able to heal on my own. I
Damn.
still go to therapy, and I would also suggest anybody going through issues and having mental health issues, go talk to someone. I'm not a doctor or by no means,
What?
but I can speak from experience. Besides that, you know, I just got into it and I put in my back of my mind, like, I can meet people, or this could bring me out of this dark shell that I am. That, like, because at one point, y'all wouldn't have liked me. I was a very negative, all like the the opposite of the crow. Like, it's always gonna rain. Like, not that it can't rain forever. Like, bro, it's really fucking raining.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm at where I'm at now, and sometimes, how do you deal with PTSD? I'm gonna answer that, and I'm gonna say two things. PTSD is not singular to war trauma.
Facts.
It's not.
Trauma induced in war. Like, don't let media or anyone tell you that. If you've gone through some shit in your life, yo, that has lasting residual effects that can legitimately mess with your head. The way I deal with PTSD is literally talking about it, being transparent about it. Like,
Mhm.
yes, I have problems, not hiding from it, because I almost Pop Tart, like, I don't want to say it, but like Pop Tart was almost to the point to where I would not be here right now if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
And for anyone on the verge of that, hey, holla. I'm
Talk in
always
the
down to
Discord.
talk.
Yep.
I'm not a healthcare professional, but I will talk to you.
Yep.
There's no book on how to live life perfectly. There's no book on how to fucking heal your wounds in your mind.
Yeah.
But talking about it, getting over it, understanding that you do have a problem. So the way you feel and your sadness and the constant rain that you endure, once you start understanding that, yo, you legitimately have an issue, it's easier to deal with, because
Yeah.
understanding that you have a problem is 99.9% of the problem, because half of us, especially as men, and I know for women it's really bad, but for men it is really bad, because from the time you're born, it's like, you got to be tough, son. You got to put on a straight face. Don't ever tell nobody how you feel. Last thing you want to do is be a man that is emotional. Like, that shit is toxic, and that's the reason we've lost so many people in this world to mental health disorders and anxiety, because
Yeah.
it's drilled in us from the time we're raised, especially like me. And, I don't know how many people are black or anything like that, but in the black community, weakness, having any type of emotion, even smiling, is frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? You're just like, yo, chill. Can I smile? Fuck. So don't ever let nobody try to get you off your square.
I'm just gonna throw this up there just in
Absolutely.
case anyone
Thank you, Chloe.
out there needs it. Yeah, thank you so much for that.
Definitely, I'm so proud of you, Pops, for having the strength to be able to talk about, your PTSD and being able to talk about your trauma and, not hold it all in. Everyone deals with things in their own way, and, so should they. But there's some power in being able to open up and to express yourself and how you're feeling. And I'm very happy that you chose to do that, and that, you're still around. And yeah, PTSD isn't just limited to, experiences from war and whatnot. I have PTSD from a job. I used to work with developmentally delayed adults, and, I've struggled with it as well. in my own way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think at some point everyone kind of has a moment in their life where they deal with some form of mental health. I don't want to say downfall, but you know what I mean. I think it's safe to say, I mean, I know for me, like my DMs are always open for anyone who ever like feels like they are in a bad spot and they do need someone to talk to. I know it's like sometimes hard to reach out for help, but there is a ton of resources. And if you do need those, I'm sure we can all find those for you as well.
Yeah. And I definitely think Twitch is a place where we can have that sense of community and are able, we aren't therapists. Streamers aren't therapists.
Yeah.
But, friends can be there to listen and to learn from each other. And that's important.
We are here for each other.
Yep.
It's when you strip away people's political beliefs, fucking religious beliefs, and all this other shit, we are still humans. We are still people. We feel, we have emotions. Like, yo, we go through shit. I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Just because I'm on a screen talking, again, I'm not better than you. I'm not above you. I'm just me. If you need somebody to reach out to, I will preface this again. I am not a healthcare professional, but I'm not about to sit here and let you do something crazy for a temporary fucking issue. Like, yo, we can talk about it.
Which is, this comment right here. I do agree with that. We're definitely, I'm not saying like we're going to be able to solve all your problems. I'm just saying like we can be here just to listen to you or to provide you with maybe some sort of resource that maybe you didn't know was out there. We can help you look for something. We can just be here to listen, or we can like play a game together if you need something to get your mind off of it, or like whatever. It's not necessarily like, we are definitely not a replacement for therapy at all. Please, if you do need therapy, like it's totally okay to go find a therapist. But I think it's really important that like for my community, at least, like I am always here to at least help as much as I can.
Yeah. And sure, friends aren't your therapists, obviously. We know that. But, Twitch is definitely a place that, you can meet people that are similar to you, like-minded, and you can offer more resources to one another, and they might tell you something that you may not have known about, to try and better yourself. And and also just gaming with people. Sometimes that can brighten your mood.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Or listening to a podcast.
That too.
On a Tuesday evening.
Got the pod going up on a Tuesday.
Oh, there it goes.
DMC. We are what's another word for going up? We are slowly climbing upward on the second day of the week.
The second day of the week.
Well, the first day of the week is actually Sunday, so this would be the third.
Well, that's just semantics.
Listen, I don't want to hear it. I'm just kidding.
Okay, Onyx, that's dangerous, all right?
Okay.
Oh no,
listen,
don't say that. I already
don't
do
say that because I literally have a shopping problem. Like I need to stop. Like,
and they give me their emails, and I can't stop myself.
Like I bought my mic yesterday and I was like, yeah, like I want stuff for stream. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go. I literally bought stuff from Swift Lifestyles because I was like, I want to support pop. Like I'm going to go get some like energy drink and hydration drink and a shaker. Like, so I went and put an order in. Why? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Okay. It's a cult.
I needed that. Oh my, I'm going to have one too soon. Jeez. I think I got that same shaker.
Remember, folks, the best form of
you probably didn't because I got the last one.
Oh, okay, just kidding. Mine's all
Paul
great.
wanted that one, but he couldn't get it because
I ain't gonna lie though. During this pandemic, Amazon done got all my money, fam. I done bought
Yeah.
Coca-Cola off that shit. Like,
Fucking
y'all got Coke
I
Zero?
mean, they're doing it right. I use it all the time too.
Yo, y'all got Coke Zero? Let me
you
get that
can
46 pack. Thank
you. You get Amazon the day you order it. That's some bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
Oh
gotta
my
wait a
God.
whole week.
Time out. Yo, so Twitch literally blocks the term of my favorite football team, like the old term. It was a little bit of a racial term. They blocked that shit. That's crazy.
They blocked it. What do you mean blocked it?
You
What?
can't say what the Washington
Oh.
football team used to be. That's nuts.
Oh, I see.
Hey, Pat starting to get it. He's like, is that a
Wait.
Washington football team helmet?
I don't know
Explain, please.
football. I
Wait a
don't know.
moment. Washington hats? Bro, I'm from the DMV, baby. Like, that's all I know.
I definitely like this comment here. I love that people are finding their power in reaching out in their own way by streaming games, and it's helping you being able to find your voice, and that is so super powerful. And I definitely think that's a definite pro of Twitch, is allowing people to have that sense of being and power over their own insecurities. That's awesome. Ashes.
You want to hear something funny also? We were talking about the good things about Twitch. Pat is a first-time chatter viewer.
Tonight?
Yo! He said, hold on, what?
Oh no.
Twitch bringing the DMV together, baby. Hey, you know what it is, shawty? Hey, Slim, chill. That's crazy. That is so fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's super powerful. Twitch is a great tool for people. Like I one of my closest friends on Twitch didn't know how to speak English that well. It wasn't until he felt comfortable to join a Discord call and slowly began to learn English, and now it's the reason why he got promoted at his job.
Nice. That's pretty dope.
That's phenomenal.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And, not to say we've had some things negative, but let's keep it 100%, right? We're all enjoying this podcast together because of this platform.
Absolutely.
We have the viewership and the folks in here asking questions, hanging out because of this platform. And it's different. Like, there's pitfalls in anything, right?
Exactly.
And
I was just going to say that
it's what you choose to focus on. Like, I don't want to focus on the negative. And if we do focus on it, I forgot what movie or who said it, but like, I'm not going to make a criticism without having a fucking solution. But like, it's pretty. This is fire, and I appreciate you all. I appreciate everybody in this podcast. I appreciate every viewer. I'm glad y'all came here because this is lit, and we're gonna keep doing this.
Yes.
We're gonna keep having a good time. We gonna a lot of people will sugarcoat you and sell you a dream. We not.
Nope.
We're gonna keep it raw shouting.
Yes.
He said, I was just listening to mixing Soul Sonic and Go-Go. I'm dead.
I feel like there's so many things that Twitch does need to fix, and we should definitely keep pushing them to make this a better platform for streamers. But there is so much good too that has come from it. So I can't even I personally I do want to advocate for the bad, and I do want to make the bad better, but I really want to. I feel like there's so much negativity out there on everything.
Yes.
And so I really want to be like, hey, okay, but there's also this good part to it. Like, why don't we also push for bettering the bad, but really focus on the good and all the amazing things that Twitch can bring you. And it's not even the actual company, it's all of us. It's our streams, it's our networking, it's our communities, it's everyone still bringing, everything together.
Yeah. Well, the fact that people who weren't partners before affiliation was a thing, we're so lucky as affiliates to have emotes to give our community, to have animated emotes now, to have hype trains. Twitch has advanced and grown so much. And there's definitely a lot of positives behind that, for sure.
I can agree with what Violet just said.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And then you take all of the characteristics, the individual characteristics, right, of ourselves,
Mhm.
put them together. You got a recipe for either disaster or an absolute banger. And Montrose Chloe, thank you for the follow. Also, let's just act like let's give ourselves a pat on the back too with saying this, because I said it last week. Do y'all understand how hard it is to get 5 different people on the same page to do one task?
Yes, sir.
It's difficult.
Yes, sir.
Got close to the mic for that one.
Yeah, I did. Sorry, I'll back up. My bad. My bad. Didn't want to offend anybody.
And I don't know. I really appreciate this platform. I say it like I said it last week. I'll say it again. I say it every time I end the stream. There's a million places you could be right now.
You should
There's a million
tweet.
streamers you could be watching. There's a million things you could be doing. You could be eating Cheez-Its. You know what I mean?
I
Because
want some cheese.
besides
you can
Pop-Tarts, that's my
multitask.
favorite
You can multitask and watch
I
cheeses
love
and watch stream.
cheesies.
Mm-hmm.
But like the
Oh,
fact that y'all are
funky.
here hanging out with us on a Tuesday night, bro, on the East Coast, it's 10:05. My dumb ass should have been in the bed. But y'all still hanging out. I respect it and I will appreciate it. And I will never, ever take that for granted because that's crazy. That is crazy.
You know what I love more than cheesies though? Sizzle
What?
popcorn.
Don't even get me started on this sizzle, Sammy.
So good.
Just wait. This year we're gonna have a code.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting out into the universe. We're gonna have our code.
Yep.
All right.
Positive
Coming
vibe.
for you, Sizzle. We're coming for you.
Sizzle.
Possibly the last question of the night.
Okay. Yep. Hey, it's been 2 hours. Holy moly.
Chloe, says, question, I am extremely passionate about a number of social/political issues. How do you balance creating a fun, safe space for your community and the urge to champion causes and not feel like you're selling out your feelings of obligation to those causes and beliefs?
Ooh.
Okay, read that again.
Loaded
Like,
question.
Can
read
I-
that again.
Yeah.
Read that again. Can you read that again one more time? Can you pull that up?
Yeah, no problem. I'm extremely passionate about a number of social and political issues. How do you balance a fun, safe space for your community and the urge to champion causes and not feel like you're selling out your feelings of obligation to those causes and beliefs?
I'll answer that. I'll give you my take on that. There's things I believe in, and there's things I agree and don't agree with. And I'll be the first to tell you, as a man, us making laws, like men making laws about what women can do with their bodies is nuts. And that's all I'll say on that. You can't say, oh, you want one way or the other. Like, no, I'm for it. I don't have your anatomical parts, so I shouldn't be speaking on what you should do with them. That's just me. But also, like, don't come like my thing is you join the Discord, you become a part of the community, we can have conversations, but we're not about I'm not about trying to convert you or you trying to convert me or anyone else. It's like, look, unless we're having a discussion about it, we don't really need to know I don't really need to know what your political affiliation is. I don't really care about your religion. I respect it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. I respect your sexual identity or lack thereof. And again, it's none of my business. I think that's the biggest part of this world that I believe we are losing. And I don't give a fuck. It's none of my business who you sleep with. It's none of my business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, or what you want to be. You want to be a woman. You want to be a man. You don't want to identify as neither. Treat me with respect. I'm gonna treat you with respect.
Exactly.
I don't have no opinion on what you want to do with your life, as long as you're not hurting nobody or yourself.
Right.
But besides that, don't come into the Discord spreading I'm gonna post this. That's getting deleted because it's gonna if you feel like it's going to put somebody on an island, you probably shouldn't post it.
Yeah.
But
there's speaking up for yourself and your own beliefs, and then there's pushing those on other people.
Yes, absolutely. I was just about to say that.
And I know that a lot of people under their stream have as one of the rules no politics, because it's easier to just avoid it than to, battle a streamer about it.
Correct.
Because not everyone is going to have the same point of view.
I don't even have that as a rule, but that would be something I would definitely try to deter from, because I don't like confrontation or something that I feel like could become confrontation. I just, if I'm playing video games and I'm trying to just enjoy myself and vibe with chat, I'm trying to just keep that lighthearted and nothing too serious. I mean, I feel like with the podcast we can start talking about things like that, but when I'm gaming, and we're trying to have a good time. I'm not trying to get too serious on those kinds of things, because you just never know. I would never want to say something that I'm not 100% sure what I could be talking about, and if I'm paying attention to both things, you know what I mean, and be worried that I would upset someone or say the wrong thing. So that's my take on it.
And I think that's why like this podcast is so special to me, is because like I do want to touch eventually, like we'll have like more episodes on like different subjects and stuff that will touch on more sensitive subjects that we can like kind of educate people who don't really understand certain things, or like don't know like, okay, well, why is this a thing, or what is this, or what is that? Like, I think for me, like I try to keep like political views out of my chat and stuff. But obviously if someone were to come in and be like, throwing out racial slurs or being ignorant in other ways, like you're out, you're banned, like there's no bye, see you later. So that's kind of how and then I always kind of try to touch on it, like, hey, like this isn't okay because of this reason, like whatever the issue is, and then just keep it going, because I feel like politics are definitely a touchy subject. And it's just like, like you said, like you don't want to sit here and argue with someone about, your political stances or whatever, you know what I mean?
Especially if they're very firm. It's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah. Exactly.
I literally just said, go ahead.
Oh, I think when it comes to championing causes and such, I've learned a lot from my community by being open about being open to hearing people's opinions and everything. And I wouldn't have learned to know as much about gender identity and about, pronouns and all of that. I wouldn't have learned that unless I had that open discussion with my community. So I'm super grateful for everyone who is in my chats and has taken part in those conversations, because I think they're really important to have. And, some people may be more focused on just, having fun, and gaming is awesome. Like that's Twitch's main, and there's other people that just like Bad Bunny just streams politics and talks about it with her chat. Everyone has their own way of viewing things on Twitch and championing like their own causes. Absolutely. And it's okay to not talk about them and not feel comfortable talking about them and saying, I'd rather not. That's all right. It's your stream. It's your space to feel safe.
Absolutely.
And that is valid and okay.
I want to throw this up. I want to have a whole other podcast session for female gamers again. But I do want to touch on this. No, absolutely not. I do not think that being a female makes it easier. We go through some shit, and we're definitely going to talk about it in future podcasts. Definitely. Sure. But it's funny. Not.
That's how we all came together, was on a podcast that welcomed. It was a podcast of all gentlemen that welcomed us onto their podcast to talk about female gamers.
And a round of applause to them for bringing us together,
because we wouldn't have met each other otherwise.
No. But yeah, that is a whole other episode.
True, Pat.
Whole other. Oh, that could be honestly split into probably, I don't even know how many episodes.
I'm trying to answer a question from its_Ricky, but I don't know, because
what?
Mariah likes to talk about sensitive topics, but not politics. Does that mean she doesn't want to involve sensitive topics? Correlates her opinions? Isn't that selfish? Did I understand wrong? And I will say, I think I don't know, because
No, she answered it. She just
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
she said that, she said specifically when she's streaming, when she's doing her game. She
Yeah.
said she would answer it could and probably would get brought up on this, and it would be different because that's what this is about. This is the podcast.
Yes, absolutely.
In her stream, she does not want to bring that stuff into the stream.
Yeah, I would agree, because that is absolutely divisive, and especially for the topic of politics and religion, as we've seen in these past couple of years, especially my proximity to the United States Capitol and what I had to endure as a person who works for the government during what we seen when we seen extremists of every kind, right?
Mm-hmm.
This shit is fucked up, and when I'm playing Tarkov, I'm not trying to answer no questions about whatever, who's in office and whatever. Like I'm just trying not to get head eyes. You know what I mean?
I definitely think like I brought up just briefly, everyone's stream is their safe space, and if they see someone in their chat who makes them feel unsafe and they want to ban them, by all means, this is your safe space, and that's fine.
For
right?
me too, I also don't want to discuss things that I don't have a lot
all the facts on.
Facts and knowledge on. So for me, I only know a little bit about politics. I'm not like super into politics, so I don't want to sit here and argue with someone about something that I can't back things up on myself, if that makes sense as well.
First and foremost, on my stream, I'm not trying to argue with nobody.
No.
Like, yo, I didn't press go live to argue with nobody. Like, we just trying to have a good, I'm just trying to drink some Hennessy and talk some shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Have some fun.
Get a glizzy, you know what I mean?
Get goofy.
I hope we answered your question. Okay, Chloe.
No, because Ricky's like, oh, I see, I understood wrong, my bad. No, it's still a good question.
Mm-hmm. It's a good question.
You're not attacking nobody. You're just trying to gain some understanding.
That's what this is. It's an open conversation. That's
the thing. We're not gonna. We understand here. Mm-hmm. We're not gonna jump down your throat because you ask a question.
Yeah, no, we want to be able to have that open communication with you guys, so that way we can all get the answers that we want out of conversations that we need to have, if that makes sense.
Because realistically, we could have just recorded this podcast. You all are just as an integral part of this podcast as we are. Your questions, your ideas, your thoughts, your it's all appreciated and well taken in. Because at the end of the day, like I said, we could have literally just, I could have recorded this separately and then just put it out. But no, you all are a part of this, and this is what we want you to understand.
Yep. Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I believe this will be on all of our VODs and our YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm slacking because I was supposed to make a Nightbot command that
I wonder if I made a command.
But Pop Card is an idiot, so I forgot.
Oh, I totally did. Let's
go, Jen.
Oh, I did too.
Jen is top tier.
Oh, yes, Danny.
Wait, I did too. Wait, hold on. Bet. I did too. Let's go.
So you mean to tell me I'm the only one who did?
And I had the worst memory here. Woo!
Pop-Tart's canceled. All right, it's gonna be just the four of us next.
That's all right. I didn't do it. I ain't gonna front. I didn't do it.
Oh, we should do
It's okay, Pop-Tart. We'll
what do you guys think about a whole podcast about cancel culture?
I'm down.
Hashtag ban Pop-Tart. Yeah. Oh, man, that would be good, but fuck.
That would be intense. That would be a lot of negativity. That would be rough.
Hey, yo, White Pat killing us right now, Professor. On the bottom row next time.
I'm telling. I'm just gonna say, like I said earlier, my brain's still froze. It's trying to thaw out.
Is over party. We eventually at some point definitely will be having guests.
Yeah.
Probably if I would say fairly a few podcasts in, just so we can get a little established.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I did have a couple questions about that
That
too.
was the plan, yeah.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
definitely
Yeah.
had we've definitely had that
Especially-
question before.
Especially when we
Mhm.
get into like women in gaming and LGBTQ community and all that. Like we definitely want to have
More perspectives.
Yep,
Yep.
absolutely. But I will say, like, if you're down to get down and dirty with some deep dive questions,
my.
not down and dirty, but we want to get deep into the questions.
my, Mariah.
Only Tuesday.
Ooh.
It's only Tuesday. No, but I'm just saying, like, if we want to be able to have conversations, open conversations about a lot of subjects that might be a little bit touchy, so we would definitely have to kind of, I mean, it would all be approved through you, of course.
Yeah.
But definitely we want to educate people on things that maybe people are afraid to ask.
Mhm.
I want to be educated on some things too.
And there's some things that sometimes you want to know, but you feel like you can't ask, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, I just want to put out, come here with an open mind because you might hear some shit you don't agree with.
That
Don't get
as well.
offended.
That as well. We
Oh,
pineapple on pizza. Hell
Pineapple-
yeah! Let's
no,
fucking
no.
go.
No
Let's
pineapple
fucking go.
on pizza.
No,
Yes, pineapple on
get out,
pizza.
Get out. You're fired.
No.
Pop-Tart, pineapple on pizza.
Canceled. I'm just kidding.
Canceled.
Hey,
Pineapple's
Pop-Tart agrees with me
Well,
on
it's
something.
too bad.
Let's go.
I guess I got no
You're the
pineapple on
deciding
pizza.
vote.
So
Oh.
yeah. So y'all are canceled.
Oh well, Mariah,
Oh,
you and I will
no.
just take our
Alright.
pineapple elsewhere.
Let's
Okay.
fix this right quick. There we go.
Oh.
What? I'm not gonna say what pineapple's good for, but just know me and Jen, we got it good. All right.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
So
Yo, that got crazy real quick. What? What is pineapple good for there, Mariah? Like, don't answer that. But Jesus Christ.
I'm not gonna answer
Jeez.
it.
Don't ask a question you don't want to answer to.
Exactly. I think that was a good end, a nice ending note about pineapple on pizza to
I think
end
so
that
as
off.
well. I think
That
so
was-
as well.
that
Is
was-
that
That's
a Target?
Hey, yo, this right here, that just made me hungry.
if you guys
It's
have
too late to
any
eat.
if you guys have any ideas or anything
some.
for us to talk about next time, we'll be back next Tuesday
Mhm.
at
I
8
have-
p.m. Eastern.
I'm going to post them. I'm going to put it in our private chat. But no, I
Okay,
just want to say
right.
thank you all because this
Yeah.
shit was dope. I really enjoyed this.
It was awesome to, stream with everybody and
Yes.
get back to it. And
Yes. Absolutely. A lot of fun. Yeah, you guys can always send us any ideas or topics you want us to talk about in our Discords, Twitter DMs, Instagram.
And make sure if you missed the podcast, we do have a YouTube channel. So you can go there and it will be posted right after we finish the podcast. So go check that out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
We can get the other Discords in this chat. Might have to peep those. If y'all could go to my man, look, I'm a terrible streamer. I just want y'all to know that because I should have had all this shit prepared. Look, the videos, all that, the intro stuff, I did all that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, maybe some shit slips my mind. Don't judge. By the way, Savage, mind if I make you a couple? Yeah, for sure, Ricky. That's cool. Hop in the Discord, become part of the community. Let's get it. I had 6 jobs. I don't get tired. I just might forget some shit. You know what I mean? But no, I just want to say thank you all for stopping by, hanging out with the cool, I wouldn't even call us cool kids. We're just like sophisticated nerds. That's really what it is.
We're the circle of gamers.
Circle of
That
gamers.
sounds circle.
Do that so well.
Roger that.
Circle of
It's
gamers.
I
Roger that,
appreciate
Ricky.
it.
Hey, are we all in agreement with who I just
You
Yep.
didn't
Posted.
send anything.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did. You
I
just
don't
gotta
have-
look
see
at
that
the
fancy thing that says private chat.
No.
y'all got
Oh,
y'all gotta do better.
Um,
Y'all gonna cancel
Sorry, I
me?
didn't know.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. I
Let's do
I
it.
don't know them, but yeah, I'm down.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
cool.
them either, but let's
cool.
let's get
Let's
it.
meet some new people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott,
Let's
hey,
go.
Mariah, Scottish Kells says you have fire hair, ma'am.
Yes,
I
she
do it.
does.
I kind of do it myself. I'm a hairstylist, but thank you.
I do
All
my
right,
own
y'all.
hair
So
too.
we are going to end.
Did a
We're
great job.
ending our podcast, It's been real. I've really enjoyed this. I think I could speak for everyone when I say I appreciate the engagement. I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I appreciate my co-hosts. I appreciate every last one of y'all taking time out of y'all day to come hang out with me.
You
with
can
Yes.
make us
Appreciate
cry
you.
this time
I
because I'm not on
appreciate
camera
you.
today.
Yeah.
this ridiculous idea I had, and I was like, I want y'all to be a part of my stupidity, and here y'all are. Let's go. Is it
Let's
stupid, or is this like something?
No,
Like this is
I
something.
love it.
Savage
Hell
Life, baby.
yeah.
Savage season continues. Welcome to the Toasted Nation and the Circle of Gamers. We out here. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I love you guys. Thank you all for hanging out.
Thank you so much for everyone
you.
who's
We're gonna-
here.
Let's
All
go
right, we
spread the
rating?
love. Yeah, let's
Yes.
go.
All
Okay,
right.
so can I get the raid introduction real quick?
Yeah,
We're going
sure.
to be rating someone named. He's one of my good friends. First off, hold on. Cameron, thank you for the follow. Who else did I miss? I missed somebody. Project Lita, thank you for the follow.
You got like maybe 15 seconds, Pop Tart.
Yeah, I haven't clicked it yet. Y'all did.
I have.
We're going to be
did.
following Waffle Dragon 34. He is a guitar streamer. Show him some love. Tell him the Circle of Gamers podcast sent you here.
Hell
Show him some
yeah.
love. You all be good. We will. Hey, when we coming back? For
2
Next
weeks.
Tuesday. Or 2
Or-
weeks from now. That's right.
Yes,
from now.
yes,
2 weeks from now.
Yay.
the 25th of January, we will be
Let's
back.
go.
25th. Let's go.
All right, I got dates.
January 25th, we will be back. Y'all be good. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. And we'll see you again on the 25th for the next Circle of
Bye.
Gamer
Yeah, with us.
podcast.
Bye, everybody.
Y'all be good. Peace. How great is that? Waffle Dragon's gonna fucking puke.
Oh my God.